Hello and welcome to Joy News at 6. The news is live on Joy 99.7 FM and Hits 103.9 FM in Accra. In Kumasi, we are on Love 99.5 FM and over 30 affiliates across Ghana's 16 regions, including Sankara FM, Yendi, Castle FM, Cape Coast, Laura FM, Laura, and Radio Max Takrady. Get radio, TV, and online content on the myjoyonline.com interactive app for Android and iOS devices. Coming up, Special Prosecutor gets backing of anti-graft campaigners to continue his fight against corruption. Following his claim, some judges are against him.
I think that he should be bold and stay on.
And easy doesn't mean you should know by now that fighting corruption is not an easy task.
Also, the minority in Parliament to stage another attempt today to overturn the approval of the 2024 budget passed by voice vote.
So I'll be expecting to see if he would walk the talk from radio in the chamber tomorrow by coming with a substantive motion to challenge Mr. Speaker in the Parliament. They were supposed to have used the appropriate procedure.
In business,
banks now required to hold reserves for foreign currency deposits in cities, a move expected to ease pressure on the local currency. We've got details on the Joy Business Report.
And later, parliamentary primaries in Nkwanta uncertain as leadership of the NPP in the OT region places the election on hold following security concerns in the community.
In the impending parliamentary primaries of the New Patriotic Party, and they strongly advise that it should be put on hold.
I am Amiesi Nyamiche Thompson. Details now. Special Prosecutor is getting the backing of anti-graft campaigners to continue his fight against corruption following his claim some judges are against him. Mr. Kisi Ejabeng alleged a grand scheme by some judges to dismiss cases brought before the court by his office. The unhappy Special Prosecutor revealed his struggles with cases in a news conference Wednesday. There's more on the following report.
It was a bombshell claim that left civil society actors agitated. The Special Prosecutor, Kisi Ejabeng, at a news conference appeared unhappy, pained and concerned that the courts were frustrating his work. Kisi Ejabeng assumed the role of the Special Prosecutor in August 2021, succeeding Martin Amidu, who cited interference and meddling in his work.
And that if the office persists in the media releases, the judges will gang up against the office and throw out all our cases.
He gave specific instances where he believed the judgments of the courts raised serious fundamental questions.
In one case, the OSP applied to the High Court for a confirmation of a freezing order in respect of a deceased person's estate. The judge refused to confirm the order.
He questioned if the country is ready to fight corruption.
Should the OSP fail, Ghana would utterly lose the fight against corruption.
When asked whether he will remain in office, here is what the Special Prosecutor had to say.
When I take on the reins to do something, I do it to the best of my ability. They say I'm a Ankwanoma, but they make cry about for it.
And that was a news desk report. This morning, the minority in Parliament will attempt to overturn the approval of the 2024 budget passed by a voice vote. The majority side staged a walkout accusing the Speaker of bias following his call for a headcount after an earlier declaration that the budget had been approved. Speaking to Joy News, Member of Parliament of Ningo Prampram, Sam George insisted the budget has not been approved by the House.
And he knows that if he wants to challenge the position of the Speaker in accepting our procedure as duly in line with the standing orders of the House, he has to come under a substantive motion. So I will be expecting to see if he would walk the talk from radio in the chamber tomorrow by coming with a substantive motion to challenge Mr. Speaker's ruling, because Mr. Speaker has ruled on the matter of procedure.
But Deputy Majority Leader Alexander Fenyumarkin says the minority used the wrong procedure in challenging the motion. But as far as the majority is concerned, the budget has been approved.
The procedure. So in the Parliament, they were supposed to have used the appropriate procedure. You don't say that because of past experience of somebody, blah, blah, blah. That is why in the wisdom of Mr. Speaker, although you have called for a headcount, Mr. Speaker had to use the procedure of division to achieve that for you. That is not possible.
Alexander Fenyumarkin is Deputy Majority Leader. There is an easy calm at Nkwanta after ethnic clashes led to the death of 8 persons. OT Regional Minister Joshua Makubu says the upcoming NPP parliamentary primaries is likely to be put on hold as security agencies are extending security measures to communities outside the constituency.
MC from Kwanta South shared a document indicating that the NUSEC met yesterday regarding the impending parliamentary primaries of the New Patriotic Party, and they strongly advised that it should be put on hold. Well, that one is left with the party to take a decision on that. But security agencies so indicate that it's unpredictable because of the nature of the classes and then the possible extension to some other communities not within the Nkwanta Township.
According to the minister, students from the Nkwanta district have been moved to Boyman constituency to ensure their safety.
The other problem we are trying to work on is, the senior high schools are vacating today and tomorrow. And some of the walls of people involved in the classes are schooling outside the region and they'll be entering the municipality. But together with the regional director of education, we have agreed that whoever is coming from Kwanta, they should all come to Burman Senior High School. They will make arrangements for vehicles to convey them, and those vehicles will be escorted by the police.
And to the Ashanti region, the Aswanse constituency is the only seat in the Greater Kumasi yet to be captured by the New Patriotic Party, despite years of vigorous campaigning. The closest the party has come to claiming the seat was in 2016 when Ali Duseidu lost to NDC's Muntaka Mubarak with 5,600 votes. 3 candidates have been approved to run the upcoming primaries. Nana Yaljima has more on the following report.
Asawase has been described as the NDC's safest seat in the NPP's stronghold, the Ashanti region. Noah Osu is first vice chairman of the NPP in Asawase.
If we want to take the seat, we must come together as one people.
Manaf Ibrahim, who once worked at the office of the vice president, has long worked towards leading the NPP in the constituency. His suspension from the party denied him the opportunity to contest in the constituency primary in 2019.
The party has to be rescued from slavery. From the time the constitution was inaugurated, the party has never won the seat which is in the heart of the party's stronghold.
Yusuf Osman is known among the residents of Sabon Zongo. Being the uncle of Manaf Ibrahim, many are confused about the decision of family members to contest in the same race.
Now, the fate of over 61,000 customers of Black Shield Capital Management hang in the balance as it remains unclear whether government will pay them after their 36-hour protest at the Ministry of Finance. Members of the group were customers of the defunct Gold Coast Securities Limited, whose license was revoked by the Security and Exchange Commission during the banking sector cleanup. The group demands government pays their 4.3 billion locked-up funds. My colleague James Aveji has more.
After staging series of demonstrations across the capital, they moved to the Finance Ministry on Tuesday evening, sleeping on lawns and the concrete floors till Wednesday morning to press home their demand. According to convener of the group, Charles Nyami, an earlier meeting with the Minister of State at the Finance Ministry, Dr. Amin Adam, ended without any conclusion.
Yesterday was the worst of it all. He told us that the Finance Ministry will effect our payments on only one condition. And that condition is that we, the customers, should get assistance from the Finance Ministry so that we will go after Dr. Papakwesi Indum and the Gold Coast Fund Management Company, challenging the liquidation order filed by the government through the Register General Department against the company to sell its assets.
Retired civil servant Nathaniel Kingsford Mensah Jr. also told Joy News he was able to receive only 50,000 out of the 200,000 pension lump sum he invested 5 years ago.
Now I beg before I eat, before my pension does not, within 2 weeks it's finished. So should I think and die?
And that was James Avaji's report. Now, urbanization along the banks of the Accra-Tema Motorway has pushed many pedestrians crossing the road to reach their various homes and workplaces. Within a split second, you either cross safely or take your last breath. Trotro drivers have taken advantage of the situation by creating unofficial bus stops, resulting in long traffic on the stretch. Ethan Lai has more on this report.
The Accra-Tema Motorway, opened in November 1965, was to be a seamless link between Accra and Tema. 58 years later, it is widely regarded as one of the worst major roads in Accra. Kwame is one of the residents who crosses this road on a daily basis.
For now, we don't have any alternative, and this is the only way we have. So, though it is dangerous, but we are trying our best.
Kwame believes an overhead will help solve the problem.
So many accidents have occurred on this road, and from my opinion, the government needs to come and, we need an overpass so that the place will be accessible for us.
One other challenge on the motorway is the many unauthorized bus stops along the route. James, a trotro driver, says they chose the place due to the lack of bus stops along the motorway.
But government didn't create a bus stop for us, so that's why we used to use it as a bus stop.
Ethan Ly's report read to you, and that's the end of the bulletin. In our top story, Special Prosecutor gets backing of anti-graft campaigners to continue his fight against corruption following his claim some judges are against him. I am Amisi Nyamiche Thompson. Business is next on the Super Morning Show.
Imagine strutting into the most anticipated wedding of the year, only to see 7 other girls wearing your exact same outfits.
You are special and one of a kind, and that's why whether it's voice, data or SMS, you get to enjoy personalized offers tailored to your specific needs with MTN Just For You. Dial *141# or select your options on the My MTN app to redeem your unique Just For You package on Ghana's best mobile network. MTN.
You know, Papa, see that? And it's rickety car. Hey, Papa! Bobo, so how your engine now? It is half man, half amazing. Thanks to Quartz and you can feel better energy. Can't touch this. Actually, guys, so Sancho's engine just died like that. Yes, so somebody managed to convince him that there is a better engine oil than Quartz, and he switched. Sancho Panza. Now, which engine oil?
No type of plastic is rearing its head in the country.
Now you know. Have you guys seen the new bottle design? It's superb. Quartz 9000 from Total Energies there improves fuel efficiency. Why do you think Mr. Mane and Logoso have taken the Quartz Nation Movement World Cup like that? Sorry. Chairman. Hey, Quartz. Keep your engine younger for longer.
Behind every door lies a world of opportunities.
And with Access Flexible Loans, you hold the master key to open all the doors to your dreams.
Doors to a new horizon and everything you could ever dream of. At ABSA, we help you open the doors to all your dreams. Whether you want to buy a home, a plot of land, or finance your personal projects, our flexible personal loans, mortgage, and credit cards can make it happen. Visit absa.com.gh to discover how to get things done. That's African Nasty. That's ABSA. Terms and conditions apply.
Hey, close up. Ever fresh air, ever fresh air. Ever fresh air, ever close up.
All new Close Up Everfresh. Wait, Charlie, what's new?
It now has a triple fresh formula that cleans, protects, and cools. Thanks to a powerful combination of 1, a purifying gel, 2, an antibacterial mouthwash formula, 3, ice cool crystals. That cleans, fights up to 99% bacteria, and intensely cools. Fresh breath. Keeps you protected and fresh long after brushing. Close Up Triple Fresh formula. Cleans, protect, and cools. Close Up Everfresh. Grab yours now.
This advert is FDA approved.
No matter your water needs, Syntex has it all. Syntex tank was first to introduce double layer tank, and now you can have as many layers as you want. Syntex tank was first to introduce white inner layer tanks in Ghana, and now introduces the customer specs order, which will let you order any color and size you want. Syntex tanks gives you the biggest warranty of 7 years, which no other tank gives you. So whatever your water consumption, size of project, or demand, choose Syntex tank. Syntex tank, stress-free. Syntex tank, reliable. Syntex tank, maximum guarantee. Call 0244-335-168. Kumasi 0505-555-666 or visit syntexgh.com. Syntex tank, strong, tough.
There's never been a better time to own a home. Republic Bank slashes interest rates on all its city mortgage products. Yes, switch and sign on to any of our city mortgages. Enjoy ultra low interest rates and pay less to live in your dream home. Kule! Call 054-0109-649, 054-0109-901 or email myhome@republicghana.com. Offer is valid until 31st January 2024. Terms and conditions apply. Republic Bank, we're the one for you.
Charlie, have you seen the MTN charges?
I have. Well, I am on another network, so.
I am out. Because for the majority of mobile phone users, because MTN does have the majority of customers in this country, these charges are hitting them hard.
Yeah, I mean, I've spoken to a number of people who are already complaining about, the charges.
I used to buy that 350 Ghana cedi one, right? And it would last me for months.
Wow.
Yeah, because there's no expiry on the thing. So basically, you use it till it runs out. And it would last and last and last and last and last. Now, Charlie, you give them 350 of your Ghanaian cedis and you will get only 92 gig.
Wow.
Now, 92 gig, there, watching one football game alone, might even majority of it.
Some friends were telling me they are not able to watch people's statuses again on WhatsApp. So
some way, Charlie, what a disability.
And play a couple of videos and then everything gone.
No longer chop concern about people's lives.
But those charges,
fundamental human rights.
And yesterday we were even talking about how that could impact businesses as well. Who rely on data and mobile services. Everybody's going to be affected, even if you're not on the MTN Ghana network.
Digitalization agenda, no?
Question mark.
Anyway, that's not the only thing on our minds. We're also thinking about this.
Okay. OSB.
Should I do a translation for you?
Oh, please.
Ankwanoma. He says, now I am an ankwanoma. I am a lonesome bird.
Charlie.
I have offered my life as a living sacrifice. I'll do what I can. And when my time is up, I will exit left.
Well, it's disappointing, especially for a government that campaigned on fighting corruption. To hear this from the special prosecutor is a bit, I don't know the word to use.
Let's also remember this is our second special prosecutor.
Special prosecutor.
He says he's not going to resign, but you must start asking yourself, how many of these will we go through?
And what's the point in staying there if you're not achieving anything?
Right. So I'll be honest with you. It was disheartening to hear him talk about these frustrations.
Disheartening. Yes. That was the word I was looking
But I also want us to scrutinize what he's saying, to interrogate what he's saying. These frustrations that he's raising, are they genuine? Right. The reasons that he tells us the judges had for throwing out these cases, is that all the judges said? Right? Or was there more? We have to interrogate the matter properly. Okay, and then try and figure out whether there's something to be fixed in our judicial system.
Yeah.
So we're dealing with it all this morning on the show. Right now, though, for the 6 a.m. news, we give thanks to Total Energies. Total, we go the extra mile for you. And ABSA Mortgage. Time now for the Joy Business Report. And it's from Glyco Life Travel Insurance. Glyco, we cushion you for life. And Africa World Airlines. Touching Africa, touching the world.
Hi, good morning. Welcome to the Joy Business Report. My name is Daryl Kwao. Coming up, prices of petroleum products likely to remain unchanged in the next 2 weeks. Also, banks now required to hold reserves for foreign currency deposits in cities. A move expected to ease pressure on the local currency. Plus, stakeholders in hospitality industry blame high cost of operations on inconsistent supply of local goods as they are forced to import at a higher cost. Details coming up. My name is Daryl Khan. Thanks for being with us. Hello to our friends listening on KTU Radio in Koforidua. First up, prices of petroleum products are likely to remain relatively stable in the next 2 weeks. That's according to the Institute for Energy Security. Though the prices of finished products of petrol and diesel went down marginally on the international market during the last 2 weeks, the cedi, however, depreciated marginally against the US dollar. This is preventing any reduction of fuel on the local market. Here's Adam Yakubu, who is research analyst at the IES.
This projection comes on the back of a relative reduction in the price of gasoline and LPG by 1.55% and 0.66% respectively. On the other hand, gas oil did see its price go up marginally by some 0.04%. The cedi performance as monitored by the Institute's economic desk did see the Ghana cedi lose some 0.3% of its value to the United States dollar. Putting factors together and analyzing all the other accompanying information available, the Institute is confident that prices of all petroleum products are likely to remain relatively stable without seeing any significant changes going into the first half of the month of December.
Adam Yakubu there, research analyst at the IES. The average price of petrol is going for 12 cedis, 21 pesos a litre. Diesel going for 13 cedis, 10 pesos a litre. Now, commercial banks beginning today are required to hold their cash reserves for total foreign currency deposits in Ghana cedis. This is part of additional monetary measures the Bank of Ghana is enforcing to ease pressure on the cedi and check excess liquidity and inflation. Here's George Affe with more.
Commercial banks were previously required to keep with the Bank of Ghana their cash reserves for total foreign currency deposits in foreign currency. So, for instance, if a bank was holding a certain amount of deposits in dollars, a fraction of that should be kept in dollars with the Bank of Ghana. But per this directive, the reserves will now be kept in Ghana cedis. The Bank of Ghana believes this move will go a long way to ease the current pressure on the Ghana cedi, as the commercial banks no longer be forced to go out and look for dollars. The banks are also required to increase their cash reserve ratio for total Ghana cedi deposits from the current 14% to 15%. In April this year, the ratio was increased from 12 to 14%. This move should also help in mopping up what the Bank of Ghana describes as excess liquidity on the market, which it believes it will go a long way in checking inflation. Already the Bank of Ghana has mopped up 44 billion Ghana cedis from the market. The Bank of Ghana, per this new monetary policy directive, have also asked the banks to have a unified cash reserve ratio for cedi and foreign currency deposits at 15%. The Bank of Ghana believes that this and other monetary measures will go a long way to help in reducing inflation. But for some businesses, they are worried about the impact of this on lending to the sector.
George Affe with that report. Now, Associate Professor of Finance at the Andrews University in the US, Williams Wipra, has advised the Bank of Ghana to be circumspect in taking any action to close down non-bank financial institutions following an announcement by the governor, Dr. Ernest Addison, that some institutions were facing severe liquidity challenges. Speaking to Joy Business, Professor Wipra urged the regulator to tread cautiously in order not to affect confidence in the financial sector.
It's going to deepen the roles of investors who had their money with these institutions. Already, these individuals are already hoping that they were going to be get paid. But the announcement by the governor saying that these banks faces shutdown is going to be a major challenge for investors. And the ripple effect is that it is going to reduce or diminish the confidence being restored after the IMF coming in the financial sector. So the central bank must operate carefully whatever strategy they want to focus on to address the non-banking financial institutions. If not, Ghanaians will lose confidence in the entire financial industry, not only the non-financial banking system, but also in the main banking system. So its handling must be done with care.
Associate Professor of Finance at the Andrews University in the US, Professor Williams paper there. Now, some stakeholders in the hospitality industry are lamenting over inconsistent supply of goods needed to keep the sector running to create more jobs along the value chain. They point out, for example, that hotel managers have to import basic foods such as meat, wheat and flour to produce meals for their patrons due to inconsistent supply. Now, speaking to Joy Business, Managing Director of Labadi Beach Hotel, David Eduafo, said services in the sector could be less expensive if there is consistent supply of basic food such as meat.
Doing business is not cheap here. What makes it even more difficult is we don't produce much here for the kind of quality we are looking for to make our guests feel comfortable and very happy. For instance, let me use Labadi. We have the best food and quality food in this country, no two ways about it, and nobody can beat Labadi to the food. And to maintain that quality and standard, you need the right ingredients, the right products for the kitchen or to cook. If you want to buy beef in Ghana, too bad you don't get the quality, so you have to go out and import beef from the right places. We import beef from South Africa, and it's a lot of money, because if in duties alone to clear the beef is mind-blowing.
Managing Director of Labadi Beach Hotel, David Eduafo. Now, U.S. Ambassador to Ghana, Virginia Palmer, is urging government to invest in profitable projects that will enable the government repay its loans acquired for such work. Now, according to her, Ghana needs investment to continue some of its projects, and delays in paying the loans are likely to prevent the country from getting the needed support from investors. She was speaking at the 12th edition of the Tech in Ghana conference.
Now, we can't take for granted the progress that Ghana has made, in part thanks to large early investments such as American Towers Corporation, which built essentially the infrastructure for cellular telecoms in Ghana and data, and which created the backbone for Ghana's current digital economy. Existing and prospective investors are observing the treatment of previous or current investors as they make decisions about which opportunities to pursue. So things like timely completion of outstanding arrears payments are critical to ensuring that Ghana continues to attract the next waves of investment and reinvestment.
You had Virginia Palmer there. She's U.S. Ambassador to Ghana. Now, EU Ambassador to Ghana, Ichad Razali, has pledged the continued support of the European Union towards helping boost employment opportunities in the country. According to him, this is based on the critical role played by the private sector and employers in driving economic growth. He spoke at the 5th Ghana Career and Migration Fair.
This fair aims to be the catalyst and the exposure to diverse perspectives and experiences that are, of course, enriching at personal level, but as well the key drivers of economic growth. The European Union's commitment to boosting employment opportunities in Ghana is, of course, resolute and constantly demonstrated. We are a main supporting partner, private sector development, entrepreneurship, because private sector and entrepreneurs play a pivotal role in driving sustainable economic growth.
Echad Rosali there, EU Ambassador to Ghana. Now, on Investor Eye today, it's always important to diversify your investments, reduce the risks of losing in the capital market. Let's listen to Director General of the Securities and Exchange Commission, Reverend Daniel Ogbamitete, as he gives some advice on how to diversify investments to avoid losing your money.
That no matter how good the returns are, you still must respect the principle of diversification, because if you put all your eggs in one basket and there's a false move, you lose everything. Okay, so I think we need to revisit the issue of how we invest and how we ensure that we avoid concentration risk. What is really happening with this domestic debt issue is that the issuer, in this case the government, had issues.
if, let's say, it was a corporate, a company that issued a bond, and it also had issues, I mean, you would also have, and you had invested in the bond. So the point really is, when you are investing, you need to understand who the issuer is, especially if it's a debt instrument like a bond. You need to understand who the issuer is. You need to understand the risks that you are exposing yourself to.
And that was Director General of the Securities and Exchange Commission, Reverend Daniel Ogbami-Tete, on Investor Eye today. Before we go, let's check the markets for you, beginning with the commodity market. Crude oil increased to $83 a barrel. Gold gained $2. Is trading this morning at $2,042 an ounce. Cocoa recorded an increase of $72, selling at $4,273 a ton. On the currency market, the dollar going for 12 cedis 20 pesos, that's on the forex or retail market. The pound going for 15 cedis 20 pesos, and the euro going for 13 cedis 20 pesos. More news on our website, myjoyonline.com/business. The Super Morning Show continues with the award-winning Super Morning Show continues with Cookie Accent and the team.
Put some respect on it.
Yeah.
Yeah, Charlie, OSP is frustrated.
Should I feel frustrated and resign? I took an oath when I was sworn. And in my life, when I take on the reins to do something, I do it to the best of my ability.
Shouldn't we all?
I mean, I feel his frustration. Yeah.
Getting into it today on the show. But I've got one of my all-time favorites as our inspirational song, brought to us by Duraplast Ghana Limited, producers of quality PVC and HDPE pipes and water tank. The only water storage tank with a level indicator where Duraplast goes, water flows. Right, so this one. It's a proper breakfast gospel song by one of these artists who, like, the Super Morning Show has adopted as our own, I'm talking about Elom Adabla, aka EL. And this is his seminal hit, Coco. Hey Ray, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Charlie, waiting no be cocoa for my God, but nothing be cocoa for the OSP. We're getting into it today, as of course we discuss his press. But let's get started.
Let's get into our Drive Safe campaign, brought to us by Joy News and the Multimedia Group, and supported by Toyota Superior Quality. So, our tip for today says take advantage of safety devices, and safety features can help with defensive driving. Keep seatbelts fastened at all times, and always ensure airbags are in working order. That's our tip for today.
Let's say it right. Say it right, brought to you by Kingdom Books. Kingdom quality and affordability are their hallmarks. And Société Générale Ghana, the future is you.
Mama V, today's Say It Right is dedicated to you, okay?
Oh, okay. Thank you.
Something must be done.
You say either. I say either.
How about a new word for our vocabulary? Riposte. R-I-P-O-S-T-E. Riposte. It's worth mentioning that the English say riposte, but the Americans say riposte. And as I always remind you, the national language of Ghana is English, not American. So we are going with riposte. A riposte is a clever or witty response to an insult. It originates from the French riposte, which was a word used in fencing to describe the sharp attacking lunge of a sword fighter right after parrying an opponent's thrust. Have you ever used it in a sentence? No? Well, it's never too late. Here's an example. Instead of a clever riposte, Mamavi chose to respond to my relentless teasing with a simple "go with you." And that's how you say it right. Back to the studio now, where Mamavi is patiently waiting with a belated riposte.
Oh, Kojo. I won't say go with you. That's something I'll say to Raymond.
Oh, I ended that. Yes. Anyway, before we get into today's headlines from the newspapers, brought to us by Syntex Tanker, you're stronger, you're tough. My Way is simple life insurance by My Life and MTN Momo. Dial *165# on MTN to join My Way today. And Royal Cozy Hills Hotel, Japa, Dubai. Here we come. Your ultimate destination for luxury and adventure. Now, before we get into the headlines, I want us to start on this OSP matter, okay? So here's a little bit from the presser yesterday, where he asked a very important question. He asked, are we ready to fight corruption?
Members of the press, almost a year ago, in a radio interview, I posed the question whether we are ready to fight corruption. This question had nothing to do with the preparedness of the OSP. It had everything to do with all of us, every citizen and resident of Ghana. I proceeded to answer the question with an unhappy outcome. It seemed to me then that we were not ready to fight corruption, and I tabled reasons for my conclusion. Chief among them being our collective tendency to largely remain silent, or at best render half-hearted commendation when anti-corruption agencies proceed against persons we dislike, and mercilessly tear to shreds the agencies when they repress corruption in respect of our associates. I do not intend to pontificate. However, I have to say this. We must uphold our institutions and strengthen them, especially our law enforcement agencies. We should not take the relative peace and security we presently enjoy for granted. Globally, we live in very troubling times, and we must guard our small slice of heaven at all costs. Members of the press, the OSP must be supported in this way. Should the OSP fail, Ghana will utterly lose the fight against corruption, with its attendant erosion of our democracy. Allow me to pose the question again. Are we ready to fight corruption?
Are we, Raymond?
Oh, no, that we know for a fact that we are not ready. But it has very little to do whether or not we support the OSP. We have not been ready right from the beginning. Look at how we treat those institutions we call independent institutions of state or anti-corruption institutions. We basically give with one hand and take with the other. They are supporters so far as they do not touch the people that matter to us. That's how we treat it. I mean, generally, I am mostly concluding that the rule of law in the Republic of Ghana are a set of suggestions that people do as they may or wish with it. And yesterday, somebody was saying in a meeting that it's almost like predators versus prey in the Republic of Ghana. If you're among the predators, you are fine. If you're among the prey, you are in trouble. If you dare remain previously predator and you make a mistake and join the prey, you are in bigger trouble. But at the end of the day, in whose interest are we running this country?
And the predator-prey term of office is 4 to 8 years.
Yeah, so, I mean, depending on where your bread is buttered and which interest you are protecting at any point in time, if we are serious, the entire system will be shaking hearing one of the biggest institutions fighting corruption lament this way. If this was a properly functioning society, our conscience would have been pricked one way or the other that he's out there saying things about another institution that's very important. Already, let's not get it wrong, the Afrobarometer suggests that trust in the judiciary is waning. So this adds to that perception, and it's going to get worse by the day anyway. Even if you may have difficulties with what the OSP has said, and I was insisting that the Judicial Council or any of its related bodies should issue a response to this. It is the best way to make it clear that we are not targeting your work, Mr. Kisia Jaben. We are also doing our work, because sometimes we get it wrong. The judiciary is like that double-edged sword. It's not supposed to be in the interest of anybody but the state alone. Sometimes the judiciary can go in the interest of wasting a loan against that of the state, if that is what justice means.
Yes.
And it happens. So we should not get it wrong that if the OSP loses or is not happy with certain decisions, it doesn't necessarily make the judiciary terrible or the judge's judgment terrible. It is a proper determination of that. In any case, well, I mean, there are structures. That's why we put in place the various levels of courts. But ultimately, this is a terrible sign that says that we should wake up. It adds up to the compendium of issues we have heard about how non-progressive our society is when it comes to the fight against corruption, how lip service is more important to us than the realities of doing so, especially when everybody in this country agreed that that special prosecutor's office is a key sign. You remember when we used to have the conversation, it's one of the ways we said if we experiment with special prosecutor and it works, it means we can separate Attorney General from Ministry of Justice successfully. But if this institution, independent in structure, we're given all of the very difficulties that it's gone through, is struggling this way, then I'm reminded that even Martin Amidu could not do it.
By the way, I think just as we call on the judicial, service to respond and clarify that they are also doing their work, I think it's important to state that they are also not infallible. So is this an opportunity for some reforms and improvements?
So what they should also organize a presser and explain those court decisions to the public. So I totally appreciate the OSP's job and his address. I mean, the things that he talked about. We've had Martin Amidu also talk about challenges in the past. And so for me, this is good. The fact that he has real challenges and he's expressing them. My worry, though, is he hasn't entirely gone through the process. So a high court is a superior court, but there are higher ones. So if you have, for instance, gone on appeal, go to the Court of Appeal, go to the Supreme Court. Even the Supreme Court itself has a review jurisdiction. if you haven't gone through that entire structure, how do you then sit down and base on a few court decisions that have gone against you, put the whole judiciary in the manner that he sought to do yesterday? I think that's just my worry. Because you see, and yesterday's, I think somebody said that, oh, but have you even petitioned the CJ on this? And what is your interest? I've said this about the AGs before. You're looking for justice. Justice does not necessarily mean you putting somebody behind bars or you having your way. And I think that's why judges are there.
But he did give 4 specific instances,
which
he suggests are the blueprints of a pattern.
Yeah, but where do those cases, where did they end? Do you understand?
Some of them have not ended.
Yeah, if you had gone through the entire process. So you see, that's my worry, because people lose cases all the time. So is he convinced, is the office convinced that they've always presented watertight evidence? Because remember, we're fighting corruption, but how is the judge fighting corruption from where he sits? It is only when you present a good case, when you have good evidence to back what you're bringing. I mean, they can't be listening to us and be listening to the public, and based on that, because you have a suspicion and you've brought something in court and you haven't followed procedure, then they would say, oh, because you are the office of the special prosecutor and you are fighting corruption, we will support you by being on your side. How would that be fair?
Although that's not the only thing he claims. He also claims that in some cases the ruling of the judge completely overstretches the power of the court and seeks to, in fact, usurp the power of the special prosecutor.
Again, that is his interpretation.
Indeed.
So go on appeal. I mean, go to the highest, and then we can have a conversation, and then you can be frustrated and say all the things that you've said.
Churchill,
but there are individuals who lose cases all the time.
Do you think that the special prosecutor is also concerned about his reputation? I mean, I won't lie. I've heard, fair-minded Ghanaians ask whether or not there is a competence issue every time a case of his gets thrown out or some motion of his gets dismissed. I hear people ask that question. This guy, does he know what he's doing? So do you think maybe this is also a bid to protect his reputation?
Well, I think this is a bit to let you understand that he's frustrated, and he's told you, because for him he sees a pattern of dismissing his cases. I'm not going to go into the legalese of it. Mama V and Raymond have talked about it. I think I am only happy that he says he won't resign. I am only happy that he wants to continue. But if there is one thing you can learn from Chachuchikata, the case doesn't end at the High Court. It ends at the Supreme Court. And even at the Supreme Court, he seeks reviews all the time. I also think if, now that he's talked about these 4 cases, he's tried to show as a pattern, I'd be happy if he would, also appeal to the Chief Justice. But then also, if it becomes necessary, he should fight his cases all the way to the Supreme Court. Listen, I'll end on this note. Whenever you try to fight corruption, corruption will fight you. If you're not strong, corruption will win, and you will be the loser, and you would look like the man who's not serious. So get up, be strong, and fight till the end of it. That's the most important thing.
And working in
you
the public
space. Play
space.
that Lumba song he referenced.
Yes. Where have you been?
Where have you been?
But working in the public space is not easy. Doing public work is not easy. Not easy. I think we all need a little experience.
It's also a lonely job, right? It's a lonely job fighting corruption, because you won't always have the support of those who you expect to support you at all times. It's lonely at the top. The anquanimation of the OSP. All right, what's in the papers?
Now, the Daily Graphics reporting this morning, just what we're talking about, OSP bears state probes, state sales, land sales, and payrolls. And those are the other very important things he mentioned yesterday, that he's doing some work on state land sales. Of course, recently, the conversations about Speaker
residents, Clark residents, and the wanton dissipation of state lands that happens in the Republic of Ghana. And the perfect example is what is happening at the very wonderful place of Cantonments anyway. And payrolls too are on his table, right? So if you're engaged in payroll fraud or any form of corruption, OSP is coming for you. And that's also what he said. He mentioned others he was dealing with too. And well, people should not forget that the OSP has a responsibility. In fact, we put in the law that he should update us. He should produce reports of his work to the public too. So coming out and speaking on it is part of his work.
Absolutely.
In fact, some of us had demanded that he was not doing as well as we wanted him to do it anyway. But anyway, now he's doing it. Maybe the next time relations would have improved. Majority stages walk out in Parliament over budget debate. So yesterday I was on TV. It was interesting, right? It looked like 2021 going into 2022. They approve of the same budget, and me, I was still watching the same sort of scenes, and it was interesting. So it started with a conversation about whether or not the budget, they can put the question. Then they put the question. The speaker says, "I think the ayes have it." Then when he said that, I think on the majority side, people basically started jubilating. Then Deputy Minority Leader had raised a question about the numbers. And so wanted, what he said, and I heard properly, was I wanted a head count. So Speaker, after some back and forth on the floor, they agreed. The majority agreed. Then they say they should go ahead with the head count. In fact, I even heard Osei Mensa to say, okay, despite our concerns, all the things we have raised, we still want you to do the head count now, because we know they don't have the numbers. Do it now, Mr. Speaker, don't waste time. Do it now. Then after some time, the Speaker said, they will mention your name, then you get up to be counted. Then the majority side went into some mini caucus at the front and at the back to some disagreement. Then OPK was moving up and down. I'm sure he was checking he and Avery market.
No, it looked like if they had done the now.
Yeah,
the majority could probably have had it.
Yeah.
By the time they called for the head count, some of the members were not around.
Yes.
I think 5 of them were not around. So then it became a problem.
Yeah.
And
I didn't know they were very good at counting because see the people are doing.
No. They'll just turn around and you see the empty seat.
2, 3, 4. That's not right.
So this is Parliament.
So that's what happened.
Are they for real?
Then the majority, just before the council, we are working out. You could see the disagreement with some MPs on the majority side with the decision. Some of them were still sitting. They were disagreeing. Then with time, they all agreed. The majority leader himself was saying they should go. Then the finance minister was also unsure what he was supposed to do. He was holding the chains away. You know, when you are not sure what's happening. With his bag, this one's it wasn't the green or the brown one.
Just the Nkunim bag.
Yeah. So he was still holding the bag, standing there. Then later on, they got all of them out of the house. Then they came out to explain. The minority said no. They said 5 minority members were not present. So the speaker was deliberately stalling so that the minority members would come in.
The majority.
No. That's what the majority said. That 5 minority members were not present. Then Sam George immediately, when they mentioned his name, he appeared there for his own press conference. That please, I was very present. Change the spectacles of the majority leader. He didn't see me. But in all fairness, it's not the majority that mentioned Sam George's name.
Yeah.
He left the list to the deputy majority leader. Yes. So that's what happened. And finance minister also stepped and said, "Oh, they have passed my budget nicely. I'm very happy that we are continuing with the process."
So I guess today the issue will be whether or not the budget was passed yesterday.
Yes, and I understand that,
but it's not been passed.
Airline on the restrictions, right? The import restrictions. So many people think that the airline has been given the green light to be laid. The committee has not done that yet. They have just reviewed it, and they'll move on with it anyway.
So does that mean it may not be laid today?
It may not.
Okay.
All right. So that story obviously making rounds in all the papers. There's this other one in the Ghanaian Times. La General Hospital will be completed on schedule, according to the finance minister.
I'd like to see the new plan, though. The online review now brought to you by Zenith Bank in your best interest and Goyle Good Energy.
Now, what do you do when you run out of fuel in your vehicle? Do you just stop up anywhere?
Don't you do that. Let's introduce you to the Good Energy family and why you must be part of this wonderful family. Go Super XP Run 95 and Diesel XP. They are the very best quality you can find on the market today, with high performance in town for your vehicle. I mean, listen, Go Super XP Run 95 is a high grade fuel sold at the same price as your normal fuel. So you have no option, you have no excuse. There's no high price here. Gold XP, Diesel XP is low in sulfur, making it an eco-friendly option for your vehicle. With over 440 stations across the nation, join the family that rewards you with quality for an energized driving experience. Good Energy.
On myjoyonline.com, IMF deal negotiations with international creditors hit deadlock. This is according to Kasiel Atto Forson. Also, voter turnout will be very low in 2024, according to Hassan Ayariga. And Hackneyed statement: Ghana needs an economic development plan. Nana Ya Jantwa stating the obvious there. Time now for the BBC News, brought to us by Fidelity Bank, believe with us, and Old Mutual. 10 years of greatness in Ghana, here for a lifetime.
For decades, we have helped businesses connect with their trade partners all over the globe. From Ghana to Burkina Faso, Côte d'Ivoire, Benin, Togo, Senegal, China, Morocco, France, Netherlands, and many other countries. We have made it possible to bring Ghana to the world. We have brought small and medium businesses closer to their customers across the regions in Ghana with our SME support facilities. We have brought relief and smiles to the faces of families with our employee personal loans. With our cutting-edge technology and digital support, we take the burden of complex thinking off you, making life simple. That is who we are, as close as a partner. Bank of Africa. We are indeed the African bank with the global reach.
Want to feel energized for more? Fuel up with Super XP Run 95 and Diesel XP high performance products from Goyle. Our high grade fuel comes at no extra cost, but with more power. And our Diesel XP, it's low in sulfur, making it an eco-friendly option for your vehicle. Experience high performance and quality with our products. Available everywhere. Choose Super XP Run 95 and Diesel XP for an energizing driving experience. Goyle. Good energy.
Conflicts continue to arise in our world, and it requires the right skill set to handle matters professionally, which is why the Kofi Annan International Peacekeeping Training Center, KAIPTC, offers a series of professional courses including conflict analysis and mediation, leadership and management in security organizations, and artificial intelligence in peace building. These courses are innovative, dynamic, interactive, and practical, tailored for professionals involved in peace building activities in Ghana and beyond. Apply now. Government officials, NGOs, civil society representatives, researchers and academics, practitioners in peace and conflict resolution, technologists and data analysts in the peace and security sector, defense sector actors. Course duration 11 to 15 December 2023. For further inquiries, visit www.kaiptc.org or the KAIPTC premises.
All right, can we do this together?
Get ready for an unforgettable evening of melodies and inspiration.
Join us at the University of Ghana Medical Center's car park for the Benefit Concert on Friday, December 8, 2023.
Experience the harmonies of hope with performances by the incredible Joe Metal, Koda, Neokai, Joyful Way Incorporated, and the UGMC Choir.
This concert is in collaboration with Chango, the crowdfunding platform to raise 50 million Ghana cedis for an inpatient clinical trials unit, the first of its kind in sub-Saharan Africa.
Dial star 887 star 222 hash on all networks to support.
You can also support by going to the changoapp.com and searching for UGMC, or even going straight to the UGMC website.
For more information, call us on 0249 686396. See you there.
Madam, hurry up, eh?
Pay money too long queue. Why? Oh, it's not me. The counting machine keeps stopping. When you check Accra-Tema, why?
Ensure you never miss a single sale this festive season. Get the BluePay app and POS device. Simply enter your customer's number and the amount to be paid on your BluePay app. Wait for customer to approve and that's it. No e-levy charges. Mobile money and bank card payments just got easier with BluePay.
Hello, sir. I've sent the BluePay prompt.
Oh, is that simple, eh? Wow. BluePay, never miss a sale. Call or WhatsApp 0547 220200 or visit bluepay.com.gh to register.
So if we're to limit global warming, business have a crucial role to play. As COP28 gets underway in Dubai, we're looking at the relationship between business and policymakers. Is the corporate world too close to COP?
This is the BBC World Service, the world's radio station.
Hello there and welcome to Newsday on the BBC World Service with James Copnell and Victoria Wonghunda. Thank you for joining us.
The former US Secretary of State Henry Kissinger, the winner of a Nobel Peace Prize but a deeply controversial figure, has died at the age of 100.
The world's 12 more Israeli hostages and 4 Thai citizens are now back in Israel as the temporary truce has been extended for another day. We hear from Jerusalem and an Israeli doctor, part of a team who first receives the Israeli hostages.
The world's most important climate meeting starts today in Dubai with some controversy. Can a summit in one of the world's richest oil states deliver meaningful action on climate change? We'll hear from a climate scientist.
And a thrilling match in last night's Champions League as Manchester United drew against Galatasaray. That and more, but first the latest world news.
Hello, I'm Chris Barrow with the BBC News. Henry Kissinger, who shaped some of the most far-reaching US policies of the Cold War, has died. He was 100. Under Presidents Nixon and Ford, he led America's re-engagement with Communist China and sought détente with the Soviet Union. In 1973, he won the Nobel Peace Prize for his efforts to end the Vietnam War. But his record, including the US bombing of Cambodia, which killed hundreds of thousands, led to some accusing him of being a war criminal. Mr. Kissinger once explained how he saw the role.
I don't believe that you can conduct serious foreign policy today without moral concern for the people, since that is the ultimate purpose of foreign policy. However, on a day-to-day basis, you have not only to proclaim your principles, but to implement your goals.
Israel's military has said that a temporary pause to the fighting in Gaza will be extended for a 7th day as international mediators try to negotiate the release of more hostages. On Wednesday, 12 Israeli and 4 Thai hostages held by Hamas in the Gaza Strip arrived back in Israel on the temporary ceasefire's 6th day. Hugo Beshega reports from Jerusalem.
The extension of the ceasefire for a 7th day was announced minutes before it was set to expire. It comes as international efforts continue to secure the release of more hostages being held in Gaza, a key element of the deal. 145 people remain in captivity. But the next phase of the negotiations is likely to be more difficult, as it is expected to involve the release of captured Israeli military personnel. The US Secretary of State, Antony Blinken, is in Tel Aviv to discuss a further extension of the ceasefire and how to deliver more aid to Gaza.
There's been a shooting incident in Jerusalem with at least one person reported killed. Israel's ambulance service says at least 8 others have been wounded, 2 critically. Israeli police says the 2 attackers were killed on the spot. World leaders are preparing to meet at a UN summit in Dubai to discuss climate change. COP28 follows a year of extreme weather events in which many climate records have been broken. Justin Rolat reports.
There are tantalising rumours of a deal on cutting methane emissions and on climate finance. A key issue will be getting countries to agree to broaden their commitments to cutting greenhouse gas emissions and making them a bit more accountable for the promises they make. But expect the long-running debate over the future of fossil fuels to continue. Astonishing as it may seem, the world still hasn't officially committed to even phasing down oil and gas use, let alone phasing it out.
World news from the BBC. Elon Musk has criticised firms who refuse to advertise on his social media platform X in an expletive-laden rant. Several high-profile companies have dropped X, formerly known as Twitter, after the tech billionaire appeared to endorse an anti-Semitic post. Mr. Musk has since apologised, but in a foul-mouthed outburst at an event in New York, he accused the companies of blackmail. He said he didn't want their money, but at the same time he warned the boycott could kill the platform. The authorities in Kazakhstan say a fire at a hostel in the country's largest city, Almaty, has killed 13 people. Officials say 59 other guests at the three-storey hostel managed to evacuate safely. The victims are thought to have died from carbon monoxide poisoning. The genetic data of 500,000 people has been released by British scientists at UK Biobank. The data is being made available to scientists around the world to help them understand diseases and find new treatments. Here's our medical editor, Fergus Walsh.
UK Biobank is the world's most comprehensive source of health data, containing anonymised information from 500,000 volunteers, dating back more than 15 years. Researchers are able to cross-reference health records with lifestyle and genetic evidence, plus whole-body imaging scans. The release of the entire genetic code of all participants adds another layer of complexity to the data.
Visitors to Edinburgh Zoo will get their last chance to see the only giant pandas in Britain later today. The pair, called Yang Guang and Tian Tian, arrived in Scotland in 2011. They're due to return to China next month, and public access to the pandas will be restricted from Friday as they prepare for the journey. And that's the latest world news from the BBC.
For over 10 years, Old Mutual has been touching lives in Ghana. Whether you're a trader or a student, an entrepreneur or an employer, or nearing your retirement, we have the right financial solutions tailored just for you. Contact Old Mutual on 030-7000-600 or visit our website on oldmutual.com.gh to learn more. And let's realize your financial freedom together. 10 years of greatness, here for a lifetime. Old Mutual, do great things every day.
This is a special security announcement. Trelledo, Africa's strongest burglar proofing, announces big discounts on all sliding security barriers, roller shutters, and clear guards to protect homes and offices from criminals. Trelledo is fighting rising prices by offering big savings and lower prices. Be safe, secure your premises. Google Trelledo or call 0561 24 24 24. Trelledo, Africa's strongest burglar proofing.
Mami loan no, NIB loan no. When you need a personal loan, you need a bank that you can trust. A bank with the best possible rate and the process easy and stress-free. That's National Investment Bank, NIB. You know what I mean? NIB, NIB. We help with your financial needs. NIB, NIB. We have a variety of personal loans. NIB, NIB.
Visit the nearest NIB branch for your personal loans today. You can call 0302-428-500 or call toll-free on 0800-007-777. Your CIMG award-winning bank with over 60 years of banking is here to empower your dreams every step of the way.
NIB, we have a variety of personal loans.
NIB, your business is our business. Terms and conditions apply.
NIB, NIB.
He's up bright and early, serving your premium morning radio show. The Morning Man. It's the Morning Man. Go Yo Jackson.
It's a Super Morning Show on Joy. Lots and lots to come. And by the way, guys, I saw a video yesterday. It hasn't. I don't know whether it's out on social media yet, but it was a sneak peek at the new Joy Prime studio.
Oh yeah.
Chiale.
Who actually sent it to me?
Hey.
I think Emily sent it to me.
Studio mu.
And for a moment, I wanted to be
Ronaldo.
on the show. You know, for a moment, I wanted to be on that show. You know. It's a very nice
to be on the show.
For a moment.
Yeah, but I like the studio.
Yeah, you're not loyal.
For a moment.
Yes, can you believe
One moment.
It should not be cross your mind.
It crossed my mind.
Anyway.
But because when you are in that studio, Raymond, we can actually do a lot of analysis there.
I was watching that thing again.
Raymond, so you can do a lot of analysis there.
Fantastic studio. Before even the operation room, Charlie. No, that studio is.
But do they have new cameras too? Because I said everything is new.
Everything is new.
Hey!
And they were connecting the new wires, the fresh.
The
wires
studio makes where we are look like.
See,
we thought we were the top-notch one, but now
you have started.
I'm beginning to think that
my friend,
we may need a little bit of a do-over too.
Studio 997.
Yeah. Oh. No, top-notch Studio 997. This one blows 997 out of the water.
Charlie, no, the place is nice.
Yes.
And it makes me look forward to their new stuff. You know, like the Prime Morning Show and all that. It's going to look fantastic once that studio is up. And
now they're very close.
Oh, I've seen my friend Esiedua in the video too.
They're very close to us, so I'll be going to visit them.
Very close to them.
Chief Ken, I'll be going there. I like the studio. I like the studio, so I'll be going there.
Today, Esiedua is your friend.
Yes, very good friend.
What's her surname?
Yeah.
But
that is immaterial. I mean, why? There are people that you never know their surnames.
Exactly.
Why? You didn't you say Kofanoche?
No. How many people know his Christian name?
Yes, Jehoshaphat. How many people know that are called Jehoshaphat?
I've switched off your microphone. Please fact check yourselves.
Jehoshaphat Kwadwo Yankson.
Listen. Today on the Super Morning Show, we want to understand why MTN data has suddenly become so exorbitant. You know, and you know, for the 350 Ghana cedi bundle, which is you are the one who actually told me about that bundle, right? It used
to 399.
Yeah, it was 399.
Yeah.
It was 214.
214 gigabytes. Now it's 98 or 92.
92.
No,
and you see, and they reduced it to 192. Let's not get it wrong. They reduced it to 192 and gave you bonus. The bonus was to be used for a week. No problem for buying on the app. No, we were okay with that. So within that week, you do things. Then now you manage it properly. The 192. Then all of a sudden, they reduced the 399 to 350, as if they are reducing the cost of it. Then when you see the corresponding data, it is now 92. 100 gig taken off. Who?
Charlie, something is in the soup.
No, because you see, let's not get this wrong. Some of us rely on data 100%.
Yeah.
We know that. But there are other people who also depend on it for school, for work, and everything connected to that. So it's difficult. Our lives have become very intertwined with the internet world. We cannot do without it.
Yeah.
It's now becoming exorbitant to live the normal life.
And
adding on to the cost of living crisis we are already experiencing.
Charlie. Look. This is not the best time.
Of all the times in the world.
In fact, of all the times in the world, you are increasing
when we are targeting inflation reduction
at the time that we are complaining. Look, as I sit here right now, everything is going up. The little data that because see the little data that you were hoping would also save you is also going up from 192 to 92. How long will that last? Samuel Adami here. Anytime he says Chalibafini and doesn't get me to understand. After a month or two, the old 200 and something gig, then later on they went to 192. After a month or a month and a half, he comes back to say, Charlie, I need more data.
Even that, let's be fair, first when it was 214, Kojo, 2 months.
Yeah.
So I do Takashi. Nobody should log on to my thing. I'm not doing any hotspot for anybody. Now, if you join small, then I'll take it out.
Go kill person.
Yes. Then I will take you out. If you join small, then I'll take you out because you're abusing it. I manage it properly. and myself. And let's not get it wrong. Now, life is such a way that you can't be moving out plenty. You go small place, your money is finished. So the entertainment partially is on the phone.
Yeah.
So the options that we are having, that's what we use it for. We also use it for to entertain the entire family and all of that. Now, if you want to watch proper things, you have to connect to the internet world and do it. So if it's becoming more expensive, now I cannot recall in the last few months, let's be fair, even before this recent change, that I have been able to sustain one whole month on the 192 that there isn't a single month. Sometimes I get worried. But the month is not. So I targeted for a month. So 399 per month. So I budgeted for it. I am struggling to maintain that. Now I have to do with half of that.
Now it means that you're going to be spending 700 a month.
Yes, instead of doing that.
So your consumption is doubled.
Yeah.
So 700 a month. 700 times 12 is 84. 8,400 on data. Data alone.
You think about it for a second.
And then don't end there. Get into voice calls. How much are you spending? Can you survive?
And you see, here's the worst part of it. That 92 point whatever is now the most you can buy.
Yeah,
that's the top of the what's it called, the food chain,
the flexible bundle range.
That's the most you can buy. So no matter what, you'll be coming back with another 350 in the same month. Ray, it's crazy, but you see, that's where our job comes in. We have to now interrogate this, understand why MTN has found it necessary or found it right to do this. What are the push and pull factors here? What are the drivers? What has made MTN do this? Today we'll interrogate it on the show. Stay with us. We know that what matters to you matters to us, so we'll definitely be digging into that. Plus, of course, the OSP's frustrations are not lost on us. We're getting into it all today. Stay tuned.
He's up bright and early, serving your premium morning radio show. The Morning Man. It's the Morning Man. Kojo Jackson.
So what's your plan for this Christmas holiday, Raymond? Do you want a once in a lifetime luxury African safari experience?
If I say yes, would you make me not work during Christmas?
You would work during Christmas, but you actually would not work from the 25th to the 29th. So you can be there. It means you will not work during Christmas. So this is where you have to be. Go to Royal Cozy Hill Safari Resort in Drapa in the Upper West region of Ghana. So I won't let you work during Christmas. Go to Royal Cozy Hill Safari Resort. Miss G, you and Raymond Aqua should be there. With so many stunning and breathtaking natural landscapes and an impressive array of rare and elusive wildlife, including lions, my friend will say lion, to see, as well as the numerous family-friendly facilities, Royal Cozy Hill Safari Resort in Drapa should be your preferred African safari destination. Please write these numbers: 0501 694 280, and I'm repeating them: 0501 694 280 or 0248 844463. That's where you need to be. The Royal Cozy Hills Safari Resort in Drapa. Raymond, you have to be there.
Yes, but well, we are going there. So the way I say that.
You are going there. You
mean it's for work?
For work. So the fun.
So the work is not part of it.
I want you to go for Christmas.
Yeah.
So when you sign off on, I think the 16th of December for your Christmas break.
I'm going on break on 16th.
Yes.
That sounds very magnanimous.
Yes.
That's
what, 17th. Yeah, 17th. Yeah, you and Kudu Yankson. Let's continue.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah, I don't like the attachment with Kudu Yankson, but that's okay. But in the interim, I will take it like that. Yes. See, we're talking about data, right? We are in a digital world where money is carried on bank cards and mobile phones. As a business owner this festive season, you need a trusted payment solution to help you collect your money securely without any hassle. Blue Pay, and let's not get it wrong, it's BLUPAY. Blue Pay. Blue Pay has made this simple. You can accept Momo and card payments from your customers instantly across all networks effortlessly. You only dial their phone number and the amount they owe. They'll receive the Blue Pay prompts on their phones to enter their PIN. Now what do you do? Kojoate. Or your customers can tap or slot their bank cards into your Blue Pay POS, enter their PIN. Now what you do? No need for customers to display their balance on their phone. That thing that you're hiding, then you are doing some sideway B. You don't want people to see your no. Anymore as proof of payment. All that's required is you type, they actually fill in, then you go on. Say goodbye to the limitations of cash-only transactions. Join the BluePay family today to manage your business with simple, latte, and ease. Simply call or WhatsApp us now on this number 054-722-0200 or visit our website at bluepay.com.gh to ensure you never, Kojo, never
ever
miss a sale because you did not believe in the digital world. This is digitalization at the apex level. BluePay, simple payments.
Now, a poorly maintained car engine will age faster, and that's why Total Energies offers specially formulated quartz engine oil with age resistance technology. This is a breakthrough that ensures optimal performance for your engine and improves protection against mechanical wear by up to 74%, even under extreme temperatures and pressures. Choosing quartz from Total Energies is choosing the engine oil that keeps your engine running efficiently and effectively. Quartz, keep your engine younger for longer.
So Toyota Ghana has unveiled an irresistible offer for a limited time only. They're offering huge price discounts on an exceptional range of vehicles, including the sleek Belter, the stylish Corolla Cross, and Mamavi's dynamic RAV4, which Raymond has refused to buy for her, and the robust Hilux.
I've not refused to buy for her. I'm still working on funding, which by the grace of God will soon be sorted out. Now, but every time I raise enough money, things like data costs become a problem.
Well, let me continue, please. No more excuses. But that's not all. When you make that decision to acquire any of these incredible vehicles, Toyota Ghana will reward you with an entire year of complimentary servicing. Now, this golden opportunity won't be around forever, so pay a visit to any of their showrooms located in Accra, Kumasi, Tema, Tamale, Takwa, and Takrady. You can also reach them on 0302-910-204. Credit purchase is also available through special arrangement with your finance partners. Toyota, superior quality.
That's right.
Now, Republic Bank is the master of mortgages. Everybody in this country knows that. If you do not know that, you have a difficulty. They've even gone lower when it comes to offering you their ultra low interest rates on all of its CD mortgage products. You can get a home without a lot of sweat. If you are planning to own, build, or improve your current home, now is the perfect time to do so. Take advantage of this wonderful window of opportunity. Call our mortgage hub and speak to a specialist on this number 054-010-9901 or send us a mail at myhome@republicghana.com. This offer is only valid until the very last day of January 2024. Don't forget, today is the last day of November. You have 1 month, 2 months in January to fill out on this. Last day of January, you will not get the ultra low, extremely low mortgage CD1 again. Terms and conditions apply. Republic Bank, we are the one for you.
Listen, KingdomStoreOnline.com wants your eyeballs. Go check out the amazing stuff that they have on sale. Quality office essentials, equipment, and furniture, all at affordable prices at their online store. You can buy whatever you want, pay via Momo across all networks, and they will deliver to your home or office. You even get free delivery if that home or office happens to be in Accra and Tema. All right, terms and conditions apply. At Kingdom, quality and affordability are their hallmarks.
Now, have a whole new brushing experience with the new Pepsodent Herbal Toothpaste and Pepsodent Charcoal White. Pepsodent Herbal is infused with a unique blend of green tea and herbal extracts formulated to repair and protect your gums while giving you an all-round cooling sensation. Pepsodent Charcoal White is also uniquely made with charcoal and lemon essence that restores your teeth's natural whiteness and gives you complete oral protection for you and your family. Pepsodent, every smile matters. Remember to brush your teeth twice daily with Pepsodent.
If you are struggling to meet your financial obligations and you have made promises that you are hoping on the grace of God to fulfill, and the grace is delaying, this is grace to you today. Get a loan of up to 450,000 from Fidelity Bank. And you get rewarded too. Switch your existing salaried loan to Fidelity Bank or get a new personal loan and enjoy these wonderful things. Could you listen? The lowest fixed interest rate. Lowest bottom cry. A 2-month repayment holiday. So that if you get the loan right now, until December, until January, no pressure, school fees there. 50% discount on the processing fee till the end of December 2023. Guaranteed fixed monthly repayments and installments. Guaranteed though. Don't miss this offer. Call us on 0800 003355 or walk into any of our branches across the country and let's help you achieve that dream. That dream that people are worrying you and lying and saying that you don't know how to meet your obligations. You can achieve that dream now. Fidelity Switchers, pal.
All right, well, listen, it's time for the nutrition line. And later on the show, listen, if we have 2-3 minutes, I'll share some details from the very popular case which was dismissed recently. The young lady, the case which is known, what is it commonly referred to as the side chick case, right? Yes, I'll share some very interesting details from that, the judgment later. Right now, though, it's time for the nutrition line from Nestle, and they offer good food for a good life.
Hello, yummy mummies. Great news! Your favorite Cerelac fruit now comes in a refreshing new look and has the same nourishing whole grains fortified with Iron Plus. And guess what? Cerelac fruits can now be consumed from 6 months. Yes, you heard right, just like your other favorite Cerelac variants because of the banana, apple, and orange fruit flakes. Remember, good nutrition is needed to support optimal growth and learning. Your favorite maize, wheat, rice, and fruit Cerelac variants from 6 months now comes in a refreshing new look. Enjoy the goodness of Cerelac with the same nourishing whole grains fortified with Iron Plus in an exciting new look. Remember, good nutrition is needed to support optimal growth and learning. Cerelac, it's so good, Mom. This advert is FDA approved.
This is Nestle Nutrition Line. Nestle Nutrition Line is a public service program from Nestle Ghana Limited. Nestle Nutrition Line offers tips on good food for a good life. Now to your presenter.
Hello, good morning. Here we are again with the best of health and fitness. It's Nestle Nutrition Line. Why settle for less when you can have more? I'm Jackie Ankra, also known as Na Agilisoa. I hope you're smiling. I hope you're ready for a great day. This morning we're beginning a series answering questions about iron and health. And we're going to start with how iron deficiency anemia is associated with pica. Pica is a disorder in which the affected person has a craving for and eats items that have no nutritional value. Some of these items include clay, ice cubes, chalk, or schlep. Pica can be a manifestation of iron deficiency and the body trying to find alternative sources of iron to meet unmet needs in the diet. It is known that pica is more common among pregnant women and is usually temporary. Pica can lead to several consequences including parasitic infections and intestinal blockages depending on what non-food items are eaten. The first line of treatment for pica involves testing for mineral or nutrient deficiencies such as iron deficiency and correcting them. In many cases, correcting the iron deficiency by improved diet or medication treats the pica. But if it doesn't, the medical team will explore other behavioral interventions which are available. I'd like to thank you for tuning in this and every weekday morning. 0302517020 or 0302211880 Monday to Friday 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. Toll free 0800 120001 Monday to Friday 8 a.m. to midnight. Weekends and holidays 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. You can also WhatsApp, SMS or call between 8 a.m. and 8 p.m. the following numbers 0593 8456 97 0593 845649 0593 845708. Do please send an email if you prefer to consumerservices@gh.nestle.com. Remember, your life is of value no matter what mistakes you've made, no matter what you think or feel. Your life has value. Hold on to that value and do something precious with your life. Have a great day. Bye.
Hello, yummy mummies. Great news! Your favorite Cerelac fruit now comes in a refreshing new look and has the same nourishing whole grains fortified with Iron Plus. And guess what? Cerelac fruits can now be consumed from 6 months. Yes, you heard right, just like your other favorite Cerelac variants because of the banana, apple, and orange fruit flakes. Remember, good nutrition is needed to support optimal growth and learning. Your favorite maize, wheat, rice, and fruit Cerelac variants from 6 months now comes in a refreshing new look. Enjoy the goodness of Cerelac with the same nourishing whole grains fortified with Iron Plus in an exciting new look. Remember, good nutrition is needed to support optimal growth and learning. Cerelac, it's so good, Mom. This advert is FDA approved.
Imagine strutting into the most anticipated wedding of the year. Only to see 7 other girls wearing your exact same outfits.
You are special and one of a kind, and that's why whether it's voice, data or SMS, you get to enjoy personalized offers tailored to your specific needs with MTN just for you. Dial *141# or select your options on the My MTN app to redeem your unique just for you package on Ghana's best mobile network. MTN.
Have you ever thought of the one that makes you complete? An escape from the clutches of interest charges. With the Standard Chartered Visa debit and credit cards, payments are completed at the speed of light, intertwined with interest earning accounts. You also get unbelievable rewards every time you swipe. You have access to over 1,200 airport lounges worldwide. High credit limits of up to 100,000 Ghana cedis and up to 50 days interest-free with our credit cards. You also get to enjoy full multi-trip travel insurance for 90 days. Fees discounted at your feet with our globally partnered merchant points. Bills are always settled, not battled. Get the Standard Chartered debit and credit card now. Call toll-free on 0800 740 100 or 0302 740 100 or reach us via email on feedback.ghana@sc.com. Standard Chartered, here for good.
1xBet. Big bonuses, big odds, big wins. Download 1xBet app, make a deposit, and you get 300% bonus on up to 3,445 Ghana cedis. The biggest bonus ever. 1xBet is a reliable bookmaker. So head up to 1xBet.com.gh. Register with promo code Welcome Ghana and get a huge welcome bonus on your first deposit right now. Have a chance to win. 1xBet gives you more. Gambling can be addictive. Bet responsibly. Not for person under 18 years. This advertisement has been vetted and approved by the Gaming Commission.
Wake up, have a great day, yeah, with nourishing cowbell premium milk and cowbell Vita Rich, nourishment for you. There's a cowbell milk for you, for you, for you. Cowbell Vita Rich and cowbell premium.
Introducing the new Cowbell Premium Milk, high in protein, and the new Cowbell Vita Rich, enriched with vitamin B9, both so creamy. Now there's a cowbell for you.
Cowbell, a creamy goodness.
This advert is FDA approved.
Oh yeah, it is a And by the way, today's chaotic shout is going to the wonderful Achia family of Ashongman Estate.
Yep.
Thank you so much to the Achia family.
Yes.
They brought us some wonderful outfits by Berna Moda. Okay, Berna Moda. The stuff is so nice. You can call Berna Moda if you're interested, and they can sort you out with some nice stuff as well. So thank you so much to the Achia family, avid and loyal listeners of the Super Morning Show. We love you guys so much. All right, well, birthday messages on the Super Morning Show are brought to you by
MTN. Everywhere you go.
Bank of Africa, the African bank with global reach. Bank of Africa, as strong as a group, as close as a partner. And Franco Trading Enterprise.
Still phone Papa Fee. So let me just do two quick ones. A happy birthday to Mrs. Rebecca Osei Jamra from your husband, Maxwell Osei Jamra, and your children. And this one says, happy birthday to Mary Eji, who's HR supervisor of Lily Group of Companies. She turns 30 today. And it's from Alex to you.
Okay, let me very quickly say a special happy birthday to Miss Susan Ba. This one is from Ebo Quason, and he says, may you stay blessed in all your goings out and returnings. All right, then. The Joy Sports Center is brought to you by
MTN.
Everywhere you go. Standard Chartered Bank.
Here for good.
1xBet, your
reliable bookmaker.
DSTV,
it's your moment.
And Cowbell,
creamy goodness. Well, Cowbell has introduced a new variant, and this one is different. What makes Vita Rich milk powder different is its affordability, so you can enjoy its goodness with just a little money. Include it in your porridge, tea, Tom Brown, and other meals, and enjoy. Vita Rich is enriched with vitamins such as A, B, B9, C, D, and K. Grab Vita Rich, which is produced by Cowbell, and enjoy the goodness in it. This is FDA approved.
So, my friends, imagine sitting in the stands at Anfield and cheering on Liverpool FC and joining several fans jump and scream at Mo Salah's stunning goal. Yes, this dream could come true for you because Standard Chartered wants to take you and your partner to Anfield to watch Liverpool FC play live, and it's just so simple to be eligible. There is an equal chance for clients and non-clients. If you're a non-client, download the SC mobile app, open an account and start transacting. But for existing clients, just transact more to participate in this campaign. Remember, the more you transact, the more presents you gain in that basket for the final draw that selects the ultimate winner. This is your chance to experience Anfield with your partner. The other consolation prizes, though, open that account and transact now to watch Liverpool FC play live at Anfield. This promotion is regulated by the NLA on the Caritas Lottery platform. Terms and conditions apply.
Now,
Standard Chartered,
here for good. Now, do you like watching sports and betting? You'll definitely be interested in the offer of the world-famous bookmaker 1xBet with high odds, a huge selection of sports events, and a cool mobile app. Right now, 1xBet is offering a 300% first deposit bonus. Sign up, use the promo code BETG and get a bonus of up to 3,445 Ghana cedis. 1xBet has a license to operate in Ghana, so you don't have to worry about your funds' safety. Join millions of 1xBet players worldwide and win big, Madasi.
Well, so we all have those days when we are low on everything, energy, time, cash, and even airtime and data. Well, that's when MTN Extra Time is an airtime and data service, advanced service that allows you to make calls and browse the internet even when you have insufficient balance. All you have to do is dial star 506 hash, go through the prompts and select the amount of airtime or data you need. It's more than simple. Doing your favorite things on MTN means you don't get interrupted when you're low on airtime or data. Please remember, all terms and conditions do apply. Let's get into sports then.
Let's do that indeed. And thank you very much for joining us for the Joy Sports Center. Coming up today, Gary Al Smith here, first of all, my manners. On this lovely day, we count down to the Africa Games. And yesterday was match day minus 100. It was 100 days to the start of the competition. And the Vice President, Dr. Mahamudu Bawumia, led a number of dignitaries that toured the facilities to host the event at Boteman in Accra and also the University of Ghana as part of the countdown launch. The games, which were initially scheduled, if you recall, for August 2023, was postponed to March 2024 due to delays in delivering the requisite infrastructure. However, there have been new developments since the announcement of the new date, with work at both venues nearing completion. And speaking at the launch, Dr. Bawumia said the Africa Games will serve as an avenue to invest in facilities for the future.
Indeed, our government sees the development, promotion, and organization of sports, especially the African Games, as an investment for the future. The construction of modern sports facility for the African Games is therefore a deliberate effort towards providing additional infrastructure to propel sports for development. The construction of these magnificent multi-purpose facility at Boteman and University of Ghana for the African Games clearly demonstrate our government's commitment to the development of much needed sports infrastructure in Ghana.
The Sports Minister Mustafa Usif was also present and indicated that the facilities will be ready to host the games.
We are fully prepared to host the entire African continent here in March 2024. As we know, we have visited the Aquatic Center, which is the biggest in Africa, the 10-lane warm-up pool, 10-lane competition pool, which is going to be certified by the World Aquatic Body. Contractors are all expected to hand over the facilities in December. And most of the contractors, especially the Games Village, the contractor is done.
To the MTN FA Cup round of 64, Uganda striker Stephen Mukwala's brace helped Asante Kotoko reach the round of 32 by beating Nations FC 4-2 at the Babayara Stadium. 24-year-old has now scored 3 goals in his last 2 games after failing to score in the 15 games prior. Bukwala was delighted.
As a forward, it makes me feel good. I'm always delighted to score for Asante Kotoko, the mighty club. 2 goals and 2 assists. Actually, they're trying to build my confidence, so I believe I'll start from there. Yeah, like I said before, it builds my confidence as a player. So I believe I'm going to score more, and my confidence is coming. So I believe I'll give my best.
Mukwala speaking there. Meanwhile, at Pobiman, lower tier side Nanya FC stunned the record winners Hartlefolk by beating them 4-3 on penalties, ending the Phobians' title charge even before it begins. In other results, Brekum Chelsea eliminated Adriana FC with a 2-1 win in Doma, while in Swatraman beat Mana by 3-0. To some national team news, and the Black Queens have failed to qualify for the last 2 editions of the Women's Africa Cup of Nations, but now are 2 games away from returning to the next one. Nora Hoptel's side will host Namibia at the Accra Stadium tomorrow in the first leg of the final round of qualifying for the tournament. We can hear from midfielder Jennifer Kujo, but first, defender Linda Ishen.
For the qualification, it means everything to us. We've been out for almost 5 years now. 2018, when we hosted in Ghana, I was part of it. We were not able to even go beyond the group stage. So this qualification means everything to us. It means a lot to us.
It will be an amazing thing for us to be able to accomplish this goal and come back into the international stage, especially African again. It's been a long time, so I think it will be an incredible journey for us.
Champions League fair. Yesterday we had a live game, but before that one, there were 2 goal-laden affairs in Europe. Manchester United's hopes suffered another setback as a horror show from goalkeeper Andre Onana allowed Galatasaray to end a draw in a classic in Istanbul. Erik ten Hag's side did so much right and twice held a 2-goal lead, but errors from the Cameroonian threw Galatasaray lifelines to leave United bottom of Group A with the hopes of reaching the knockout phase in the balance before the final game at home to Bayern Munich. Here is manager Ten Hag.
It's always me and I'm responsible for this, but also know we are in a project, we're getting forward, we're making improvement, so that's very hopeful and we are in the right direction, and so I know where we have to go, which steps we have to take, and I'm sure we will be successful in the long term. If you want to stay in the Champions League, we have to win the next game.
So although Ten Hag refused to call out Onana for his mistakes, his captain Bruno Fernandes was disappointed and called for better game management.
It's too bad, to be honest. I don't want to be too much negative, but for what we've been doing in the Champions League is not enough. We have to control our games every time. It's not the first game we have like this. Even Copenhagen, I understand we had 1 player less, but we scored the 3-2. We have to secure the result. We have to understand that in this kind of games, in this kind of stages, you have to be smart enough and manage the game better.
In our commentary game, there were no such problems for Arsenal, who reached the knockouts as group winners by thumping Lens, who had Abdul Saleh Samed 6-0 at the Emirates. The Gunners scored 5 in a phenomenal first half display as they reach the last 16 in their first appearance in the competition for 7 years. Kai Havertz, Gabriel Jesus, Bukayo Saka, Gabriel Martinelli, and Martin Odegaard all scored in the first half before Jorginho added a late penalty. Here's Jesus speaking after the game.
From the start, we were amazing. We go full gas, It's not normal we score like 5 goals quick like that, And then after, obviously, we control more the game, and then they try to come. And the second half, they stay more with the ball. It was a little bit tricky, difficult for us to keep the ball, but at the end, everyone played amazing. The team performance was top. Now we have to keep going because Saturday we have another one big.
In other results, PSV came from 2 goals down to beat Sevilla 3-2 at the Ramon Sanchez Pizjuan to secure round 16 qualification alongside Arsenal in Group B. At the Bernabeu, Jude Bellingham became the first player to score in each of his first 4 Champions League appearances for Real Madrid as they saw off spirited Napoli in a 4-2 come-from-behind victory. Bellingham says he aims to help the record winners lift more trophies at the end of the season with his goals.
15 goals in the current season. What do you say about that?
Yes, it's not bad. It's important that I keep going and try and help the team win trophies by the end of the season, not at the start. So yeah, all the games are just as important as each other, but yeah, it's important that I keep my feet on the ground and keep working.
Right, so that's the Sports Centre. We have Europa League fair tonight. Stay with us for more on that, especially on our socials, on myjoyonline.com and also on X and Facebook. That's it. Gary Al Smith here.
Thank you very much, Gary. And talking about Europa, I just pray that Man United places 4th.
So that they can get there.
No, so they get out. Not even Europa.
Oh, right.
Yeah,
Okay.
You don't have to go for Europa.
Yeah.
Just come home. Okay, because you're not going to beat Bayern. Anyway, thank you very much for joining us with the latest in the world of sports. Let's get interactive this morning. Get on to social media, and our social media messages brought to us by EcoBank, the Pan-African Bank. Number 10 liver salt, a refreshing relief. So you know that every day people face different emergencies: police emergency, fire emergency, medical emergency, you name it. But many Ghanaians don't know the emergency numbers. Well, here's one you'd want to remember: *770#. Yes, *770# is the EcoBank money emergency number, and it gives you instant access to loans, fund transfers, utility payments, airtime, and data purchases, and so much more, even without data. So there's no need to panic when you find yourself in any money emergency. EcoBank will always come to your rescue. Dial *770# now for solutions to your money emergencies. EcoBank is the Pan-African Bank. It's now time for Food for Thought, brought to us by Roverman Productions. Be the difference. Uncle.
How about you, sir?
Uncle.
I've missed you.
Oh, I've missed you more. These days when I go to town, people see me, they call me about you, sir.
It's a good title. Yesterday, I heard Raymond rap.
Yes.
It made my day.
Oh, okay.
it made my
Yeah. He was rapping. Gangster's Paradise.
Oh, yes, it was fantastic. And tell him, does he know that there's money in rapping?
Oh, okay. Where's Raymond? Raymond, come. Uncle, hold on, he's coming. Raymond, put on the headset and listen to Uncle Ibo White. He has a message for you. Uncle is here.
Yes. Raymond.
Yes, sir.
You made my day yesterday.
Oh, wonderful.
I heard you rap. And it was good.
Oh, in my heyday, I used to be a very, active young man.
Hey, Yeruho.
Well, it is not consistent with the story you told to go with the rapping, but it's okay.
Because Uncle, he failed to deliver. After someone sat down with his ghetto blaster.
Yes.
Press play, rewind, play, rewind, and wrote everything for you. Then you failed to deliver.
And the guy got no benefit out of it.
I tell you.
No, Raymond, it was good. But I wanted to ask you,
yes, sir.
Are you aware that there is more money in being a rapper than in journalism?
This is to God and country. So, my service is mostly for the people of this republic.
You've not answered the question.
As a man of the masses.
Raymond, you've not answered the question.
Oh, which one?
This is a yes or no question.
Raymond, let me make it easy for you. Are you aware that there are rappers in Ghana who are earning $150,000 per show?
Oh, I am told so. The jury has not confirmed fully for me, but I'm told so.
What about them? This weekend, my latest play for girls, The Spell, opens to the public at the Burma Hall at Burma Camp.
Sure.
I thank the Chief of Defense Staff, Vice Admiral Seth Amwama, and his team for giving us permission to use the hall. This will be the first time we are putting up a production at the Burma Hall for the public.
Sure.
But it is not the first time we are performing at the hall.
Oh, okay.
Between last year and this year, Roverman has put up over 6 shows for the military and their families.
Wow.
All at the invitation of the CDS. For someone of my generation who is not in uniform, the mere mention of Burma camp evokes some apprehension. In the early days of the revolution, the PNDC government established the Student Task Force program. Tertiary institutions were shut down and the students were organized into task force zones. I was the leader of Zone 7 in Accra.
Okay.
My zone covered Jamestown all the way through Mamprobi and Kolegono to Latabiakoshe and Zongo Junction. The zonal leaders were every now and then summoned to meetings at the Burma camp, and the atmosphere of tension and intimidation could be felt right from the gate.
Okay.
I mentioned this to one of the officers who has been coordinating the production for us, and he said, "Uncle Bo, the times have changed. This is a very different military." He is right. Thank God those days are over, and thank God that we are blessed with a very disciplined and very professional armed forces in Ghana. I've had the privilege and honor of interacting with instructors and students of the Ghana Military Academy, and I have come to the conclusion that the Ghana Armed Forces is one of the few centers of excellence left in Ghana, and the commitment of the CDS and the military high command to keep it that way is unshakable. I believe that our production this weekend and the next weekend would enable especially those who lived through the chaotic days of the revolution to see how hard the military leadership has worked to ensure that we have a military we can all be proud of in Ghana. Of course, Burma camp still remains a security zone, but there will be signs and the military police to direct the public so that no one strays into restricted areas.
Sure.
The car park facilities are more than adequate and the washrooms are very well kept, as one would expect of anything that belongs to the military. The play for girls, The Spell, will run 11 times over 2 weekends at the Burma Hall, and already 2 of the shows are sold out.
Wow.
And their other shows are also selling well. Yes, I was said 2 shows are sold out. And surprisingly, the Friday show, the 8th December show, is sold out.
Oh, that's good.
The play for girls, The Spell, is my 55th play in 15 years. For this play, we are putting a university on stage. For anyone who has been through any university in Ghana, for girls, The Spell will bring them a lot of delightful memories. Now, although the play is set in a university, the issues we touch on in the play will resonate with every family. I love love stories, and there are not 1, but 4 love stories in this play.
I see.
One of the major themes for girls, The Spell, is the power of the mind to either help us soar or crash in life. The mind is powerful, but very few of us know how to harness its power for our good. And I hope that this play would open the eyes of many to this fact. The main storyline is loosely based on a true story I was dragged into in the 80s. It is a story that took a section of a university campus by storm. The story highlights one of the most unfortunate aspects of our human interactions, namely how easily we misread and misunderstand one another. We think we know people, but what we think we know of them is often based on falsehood and wrong assumptions. It reminds me of an incident at the car park of Joy FM. I had finished my presentation of Food for Thought for the day and was leaving when a senior journalist, who was not a staff of Joy but had come for a program, engaged me at the car park in a conversation. Whilst we were talking, the car of a very well-known politician pulled up. The senior journalist said, "Ebo, look at this man. He has become very proud with beer since his party came to power. He now acts as if he does not know any of us who helped him come to power." And the journalist went on and on, running the politician down. Then, the man gets down from his car, sees us, and walks over to us, and was so warm and humble in his interaction with us. Far from acting as if he did not know us, he was genuinely happy to meet us and was eager to let us know that he had been following what each of us had been doing. He then begged us for permission to take his leave because it was time for his on-air interview.
Okay.
And then he left. After the encounter, the journalist was completely embarrassed and had to admit that this was the same man he had always known, friendly, pleasant, and humble. It turned out that he had not encountered the man since his party came to power, but had heard people saying that the man had become proud and had taken it to be his own reality. We hate it when people make the wrong assumptions about us, but we love to work with what people say about others without checking for ourselves. I bet you that over 90% of what we think we know about others are based on what we heard others say about them, and they are false. We do each other great injustice when we work with what we hear people say about them. For girls, the spell also touches on the sometimes difficult relationships between parents and children, especially when the children are no longer children. Children do not appreciate the struggles of their parents. Now, one of the features of university's life in Ghana is the ever-presence of always around boys. And using that feature, we have created one of the most memorable characters you would ever encounter in a play anywhere. He calls himself Sir King James. And he says he's the head of procurement and sanitation. You will fall in love with him. I thank God for the opportunity to serve my generation with the gift he has given me. I thank Joy FM for their continued support. I thank my sponsors, Gino Tomato Mix from GB Foods and GCB Bank for their generosity. And I thank the CDS, Vice Admiral Seth Amwama, and the entire Military High Command and military establishment for opening their hall to me and my patrons. And I thank my patrons for making it possible for me and my team to live our dream. I assure everyone that for girls, the spell will not disappoint. And I would say that is my presentation for this morning.
Thank you very, very much, Uncle White, for joining us with Food for Thought, brought to us by Roverman Productions. Be the difference. It's now time for the Joy Business Minute, brought to us by Consolidated Bank Ghana, CBG. We stand with you, and Anointed Electricals, the generator experts.
Hello, welcome to the Joy Business Minute, brought to you by Consolidated Bank Ghana. We stand with you, and Anointed Electricals, your generator experts. Prices of petroleum products are likely to remain relatively stable in the next 2 weeks. That's according to the Institute for Energy Security. Commercial banks from today are required to hold their cash reserves for total foreign currency deposits in Ghana cedis. This is part of additional monetary measures by the Bank of Ghana to ease pressure on the cedi, check excess liquidity and inflation. Financial analyst Professor Williams Pipra has advised the Bank of Ghana to be circumspect in taking any action to close down non-bank financial institutions facing severe liquidity challenges. And in a profanity-laced outburst, Elon Musk has slammed advertisers that have left X, warning they will kill the social media platform. And last, to Joy Business Minute, brought to you by Consolidated Bank Ghana. We stand with you, and Anointed Electricals, your generator experts.
All right, so welcome back and thank you very much for staying with us here on the Super Morning Show on Joy 99.7 FM. And Roman Productions, in partnership with Joy FM, will excite you again with another brand new and hilarious Ibo-White play for Girls the Spell. You know, it's usually said that the way to the man's heart is through his stomach, but what is the way to a pretty girl's heart? A beautiful bouquet of fresh flowers, prayers and prophecies, or a love spell? Yes, for girls. So Esther and Ivy find themselves in a very interesting situation on campus, which causes them to rethink everything as they know it, their thoughts, their desires, and their spiritual lives. Will it be worth it? For Girls, the Spell demonstrates the power of the mind and the harmful effects of prejudice. Now, the play comes off at the Burma Hall at Burma Camp, Accra, on the 2nd, 3rd, 8th, 9th, and 12th of December. No, 10th. So it's on the 2nd, 3rd, 8th, 9th, and 10th of December. As follows: Fridays at 7 p.m., 1 show only. Saturdays at 4 p.m. and 8 p.m., 2 shows only. And Sundays at 1 p.m., 4 p.m., 8 p.m., 3 shows. That is Roverman 1, 2, 3. You can't miss a play. It's only 150 Ghana cedis. Tickets are available now via Koba short code *365 *535 hash *365 *535 hash on all networks and at the usual outlets, front desk on Joy FM, Shell shops at Airport, East Legon, Dansuban and Tema Community 11, Total shops at Bachona, Hatcho and at Frankie's in Osu. So you can also visit Roverman Production pages on Facebook and Instagram, or call 0505 564 010 or WhatsApp 0505 564 030 for enquiries. Please note the venue for the show is Burma Hall at Burma Camp. Sponsors Gino Tomato Mix and GCB Bank PLC. Communications partner M Notify. Roverman Productions, be the difference. And coming up this morning here on the Super Morning Show on Joy 99.7 FM.
Should I feel frustrated and resign? I took an oath when I was sworn in. And in my life, when I take on the reins to do something, I do it to the best of my ability. No one has the right in Ghana not to be investigated. And the statutory power to investigate for corruption and corruption-related offenses is that of the OSP. So if a judge seeks to injunct or prohibit an investigation, the judge is arrogating the power of the OSP to himself.
And that's the special prosecutor, Kisie Jabing, yesterday addressing the press. Raymond, he's talked about lots of things. He's talked about his frustration. He's talked about how judges are arrogating powers of the OSP to the judges.
It's interesting developments, right? Now, let me be clear on that. The OSP is mandated by law to brief the people of this republic about his work, details of what he's investigating and all of that. So perhaps, and those times when it was Martin Amidu's time, he was issuing statements, right? And once in a while, then you put in an episode. Some of the things that happened, if Martin Amidu had been forthright in saying them early enough, perhaps many people are giving the benefit of the doubt. They said Martin Amidu was only writing stories and epistles and not doing much. So I think it is one of the wisdoms behind Kisie Jabin coming out to tell, and let's not get it wrong, we the people of the country Ghana gave Kisie Jabin a responsibility. I hope you get what I'm trying to say. We didn't give him to be a subject of government. or executive power. We gave him to be independent of them, to do the job for and on the people of this republic. So if he's reporting to us that there are things frustrating my work, the job you gave me as a people in whose bosom the supreme powers of this country lie, where the sovereignty of this state is with the people of this country. We have the power. We gave small to government, then we gave some to Kiseja to check corruption wherever they read it said. If he reports to us that I am telling you how I'm struggling to do my work, it's up to us to either defend him, probe the matter, or get to the bottom of the matter in a way that we can still keep up the fight against corruption. It is becoming too endemic. If we let OSP system fail, let's not get it wrong, if we let OSP system fail, it will be very difficult to justify why any independent anti-corruption body should keep their job. I hope you get what I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
So we need to consolidate. If you are not adding on, if you are not pushing further, because we know the cost of corruption to the states when in various sectors of our economy, and how it has actually brought us into our knees sometimes. So we need to keep up as the ultimate aim behind entire conversation. We need to fight corruption. That does not mean we should not also forget about justice. Because inherent in the quest for a proper state is rule of law. Justice is at the core of rule of law. That no matter who you are, when the powers of the state given to somebody are being used against you, you will actually have the opportunity to present your case before an independent arbiter, judge, who will determine that yes, the OSP backed by the powers of the state cannot do this or do that against you. I hope you get what I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
So we need a middle line. On one hand, promoting the fight against corruption, and on the other hand, promoting justice and rule of law. These two are supposed to be in sync and going together. But when corruption is in the middle of it, sometimes it's difficult to get them operating well.
Well, we're getting to this conversation here on the Super Morning Show. But of course, a lot of you have also been joining us with your concerns about data charges from MTN.
The threat to human rights is a massive threat to human rights. Right to communication, right to engage, right to be part of a society that is thriving and improving. And let's be clear, you think about it for a day. When you go to areas where your phone is not working, or when by some magic at midnight you're unable to buy data, you see how terrible your life feels. You're forced to sleep or do other things. That is how we have become dependent on the internet way. So that is why it has become so crucial that if it's not going to be made extremely affordable for the ordinary person to get it, and let's not wish internet away as only an abusive tool. Internet helps us learn, helps us do our work. In fact, there are people whose entire jobs depend on the internet, and there are new jobs in the new age of technology that are dependent on the internet alone. Let's not pretend that not funding that process properly, not making it accessible to the masses of our public is anything progressive. In fact, it is retrogressive to make it very expensive and out of the reach of the people of this country.
So you know that in 2020, MTN was declared as a significant market power by the NCA. And once that happens to you, a few things will be done. And it says, I have this that says, following the declaration of MTN as a significant market power, NCA has undertaken the following measures as a result. One, with immediate effect, there will be an application of a 30% asymmetrical interconnect rate for 2 years, subject to market response, in favor of the disadvantaged operators, in accordance with the law, set floor or ceiling prices on voice, data, SMS, mobile money, and so on. Now, all I'm trying to say is that, look, whatever it is, Raymond, this is just too much. That you're paying 350 Ghana cedis for 92 gigabytes. Something that initially 399 got you 214, then it reduced to 192, now 350. So that's like a danko dada kind of politics, then
they'll give you some bonus, something for 7 days, boss.
Please.
No. Let's be fair to ourselves as a society. I can pay the 399, but 399 is half of what people are paid for national service.
Yeah,
you think about it deeply.
Yeah,
and when you bring that to the 350.
And those are the people who love the internet most.
Yes,
these young ones.
In fact, but their lives are dependent on that.
In fact, these days, I'm always with my phone. I'm watching the reels and all these.
You enter washroom, with it.
You're with it.
Imagine having to go and sit on the thing without the phone. You'll be counting ceiling.
Hey, Raymond Aqua. Anyway, big stories on the Super Morning Show brought to us by Vodafone. Further together, and latest phone, your partner for life.
Now, Premium Motors Limited just launched the all-new Renault Taliant onto the Ghanaian automotive market. Get ready to elevate your driving experience with the all-new Renault Taliant. Step inside and be captivated. There's some detail that really shocks me by the quality interior design this car offers with its safety features, including an 8-inch touchscreen, a multimedia system that wonderfully can navigate your hands and roll on a tin, USB ports, and a convenient phone holder. Yeah, don't be making calls.
I mean, it's actually fixed from source.
So you see, the YouTubers, right? Dependent on the internet equally. They are sometimes doing their YouTube when they are on the road.
No. So, with the Taliant, you don't have to.
Yes. Please don't pretend that you are running for police. Then when they see policeman, they are hiding the phone. You see, it's your car. It's your car. That's the problem. It's not you. We can fix the problem with the Taliant.
Sure.
The Taliant has already a place that you put your phone. You don't touch it. You understand what I'm trying to say?
At all.
So that you can continue doing your work with cheaper internet, hopefully, and get the results that you need. Now, there's more you should know about it. If you are young, you can also not buy fuel. The 1-liter turbocharged engine conquers every road with its automatic transmission and high ground clearance, a high trunk capacity, and this is the best within this category. So call these numbers 0307 079977 or 0307 080010 or visit Premium Motors Limited at the Article Junction on the Dr. Buzia Highway. Renault Taliant, get whatever you want from life, a product from Renault Group.
And of course, I have sat in it. I was there for the launch, man. You should see it. Oh, no, I was just testing a thing or two.
I know one friend of yours who went to do test drive and wanted to keep the car. He had converted faith into action.
He said he was going to continue test driving until he was ready to return the car.
Can you believe that? You had the definition of test drive for 1 year.
The following day, they were there to collect the car.
Boss, now it's time, man. He was putting faith into action.
They say that's Nintam Casino. How can you be test driving a car and then they give you a test drive? So the guy actually puts his jacket in the car, everything. There's the car now in the warehouse.
Yeah.
He's driving around thinking that he has the car.
The Bible says from the time of John the Baptist, the kingdom of God suffered violence, and the violent take it by force. So my man was taking it by force.
Make money. Make money. Anyway, Vodafone eSIM service is live now. You can now be a Vodafone customer without a physical SIM card. The stress of carrying multiple phones is over. Just dial *700*6# on Vodafone to check your phone's compatibility and visit any retail shop to complete the setup. And a whopping 5 GB of data and 20 minutes talk time to all networks is available to you every month for 3 months once you're set up. That's 15 GB of data and 60 minutes to call all networks at no extra cost. Dial *700*6# and get yourself a Vodafone eSIM now to get connected to Ghana's network of choice. Vodafone, further together. This is the Super Morning Show on Joy 99.7 FM. Stay with us. We'll be right back after these messages.
Oh, yes, Uncle.
Oh, Charlie, sorry, you the bed.
It's not at this time, but what do you mean?
Okay, well, since you picked the call already, you hear say Vodafone gets some new feature called Vodafone Flexi. Apparently, no matter the amount I get, I go fit buy any voice, data or broadband bundle. Whether it be 100 Ghana, 10 Ghana or 1 Ghana. Charlie, any Ghana, I fit use Vodafone Flexi.
Okay, so if you pay me the 5 Ghana you owe me since last 2 weeks, I be me too, I go fit do the Vodafone Flexi song. Hello?
Yes, don't get left behind on what's new. To use Vodafone Flexi, dial *200# *700# or *900# now. Terms and conditions apply.
Vodafone, further together.
Comfort, durability, finishing, quality. Choosing sofas and beds for your home, office or hotel couldn't be easier with an exclusive range of sofas and beds in various designs and colors from Latex Foam. There is so much choice whatever your budget. Latex Foam, your partner for life.
Madam, hurry up.
Hey, pay money too long queue. Why? Oh, it's not me. The counting machine keeps stopping. When you check Accra-Tema, why?
Ensure you never miss a single sale this festive season. Get the BluePay app and POS device. Simply enter your customer's number and the amount to be paid on your BluePay app. Wait for customer to approve and that's it. No e-levy charges. Mobile money and bank card payments just got easier with BluePay.
Hello, sir. I've sent the BluePay prompt.
Oh, is that simple, eh? Wow. BluePay, never miss a sale. Call or WhatsApp 0547 220200 or visit bluepay.com.gh to register.
EcoBank Mobile to make me say, EcoBank Mobile to make me crazy. Download it and use it. It gon' make your life so easy, yeah. Download it. You gon' enjoy it. Hit my Branding check. Hit my Branding check. Come make a download them for you. Cause you can pay bills, you can buy credit, you can pay school fees, even church tights with the Apple. EcoBank Apple.
Life is easy with the EcoBank mobile app. You can pay your bills, transfer to and from mobile wallet, virtual card creation, transfer to other banks, express account opening, scan and pay, express cash, all at your fingertips with the EcoBank mobile app. You know it's 5-star life with EcoBank. King promise.
My way insurance, send my way,
Hi, my name is Nanama McBrown, and I want to encourage you to dial *165# on MTN to join the My Way family. My Way provides you and a selected family member a cover against death. As a policy holder, you will also have a cover against total permanent disability and hospitalization should you be hospitalized for more than 2 nights. Dial *165# and join the family. Sanya My Way. No way.
My Way is a product of My Life and MTN Momo. Terms and conditions apply.
In partnership with Joy FM, Roverman Productions presents For Girls, The Spell. An original Able White play.
Before we go, sister, there is something the Lord has put upon my heart for you. I think the Lord is leading me to you.
Oh, brother. You know, you are like the cloud to me.
Really?
Yes, brother. When you disappear, it's always a beautiful day for me. If the Lord could lead you, why didn't he lead you to a shop where they sell deodorant?
Ah, sister, pray about it. I am sure the Lord will fulfill.
You know what? Right now, I need something only you can give me.
What is that, sister?
Your departure. Bye-bye.
Venue, Burma Hall at Burma Camp. Dates, December 2nd, 3rd, 8th, 9th, and 10th. Time, first show on Friday at 7 p.m. 2 shows on Saturday at 4 p.m. and 8 p.m. 3 shows on Sunday at 1 p.m., 4 p.m. and 8 p.m. Rates, 150 Ghana cedis. For tickets, dial *365 *535#. WhatsApp 050-554-6010 or visit all usual outlets. Sponsors, Gino and GCB Bank.
We shouldn't have gone to that party.
Masa, my head is killing me. Is that your stomach?
Yes.
What did you eat?
I don't know. Get rid of your gastric problems with number 10 liver salt. Number 10 gives you quick, effective relief from nausea, indigestion, heartburns, hangovers, and hyperacidity. And with different fruity flavors such as orange and lemon, it's a pretty tasty way to end an uncomfortable situation. Number 10 liver salt from Ernest Chemist, because everyone needs a chemist.
This advert has been vetted and approved by FDA.
Judge seeks to injunct or prohibit an investigation. The judge is arrogating the power of the OSP to himself. I can sense something going on. And the way I put it is that there appears to be a developing trend of dismissiveness and lack of regard for the work of the OSP in respect of some of the judges.
Super Morning Show. National Health Insurance.
Great news! The National Health Insurance Scheme (NHIS) has waived the waiting period for all members aged 70 years and above. All 70 years and above are also exempted from paying a premium. Enrollment and renewal are absolutely free on the NHIS. Members who are 70 years and above can automatically access healthcare when they newly register with the NHIS or renew their membership annually. You are no longer required to serve the 1 month waiting period for late renewals. Dad, mom, grandpa, and grandma, let your old age be filled with good health and access instant healthcare at zero cost on the NHIS today. Download the My NHIS mobile app to register with your Ghana card or visit the nearest NHIS office. Terms and conditions apply. For details, contact the NHIS call center on 054 444 6447 or 0302 746 447. NHIS, your access to quality healthcare. This message is brought to you by the United States Agency for International Development, USAID.
Dear customer, would like to inform you to pay no attention to any message or phone call claiming to come from GCB asking you to link your Ghana card to your bank account or take any other action. It's a scam. Beware. GCB will never send you a message requesting your account or card details. In doubt, call our customer service on 0800 422 422. Chat with us on WhatsApp via 0202 422 422 or visit any GCB Bank branch. GCB Bank, your bank for life.
Daddy, another fella day at dancing at 10 has been reloaded.
I know, Dada.
Then the vibe is still vibing.
Everyone needs to experience the vibe, and at Dancing at 10 Reloaded is definitely what you need this December. We are sustaining the vibes in Qatar, Nairobi, Zanzibar, Singapore, South Africa, Malaysia, Philippines, and Rwanda from 20th November at a rate starting from $1,990 per person and $3,950 for a couple. Your flight, accommodation, breakfast, and tours are all sorted. Simply call 0595 500 817 or 0556 310-404 to book now. At Dancy Travels, fuel life's beauty.
Did someone say buy one get one free? Oh yes! Everything now double. Electroland Ghana Limited, your home of quality and affordable luxury, is giving you the chance to get a free gift when you purchase refrigerators, washing machines, gas cookers, television sets, microwaves, and many more from brands like Samsung, TCL, Media, and Nasco. All you have to do is to visit any of our Electroland Ghana showrooms and dealerships nationwide and shop the double way. Remember, this offer is available while stocks last.
See, I'm a democrat about for it. Me, dear me to me. I'm
Charlie, Nipa Bepenny, one Bepring each.
It's a powerful song. Actually.
It is, isn't it? Yeah. And the special prosecutor has put it on our lips across the country today. Yes. We're talking about what the special prosecutor has shared in his latest press engagement just yesterday. Lots of things were said, and we want to understand what this means for the fight against corruption. I couldn't think of a better person to help us navigate this topic than the man who made his name before he left as the Auditor General of the Republic of Ghana, Mr. Daniel Domelevu, joining us from a coded location via Zoom this morning. Mr. Domelevu, it's always nice to see you. Good morning. I think you might have to unmute the microphone so we can hear you. There we go. Hopefully we should hear you now. Good morning.
Good morning. Can you hear me now?
Yes, we can. Yes, we can. It's great to have you on the show,
you
sir.
And your colleagues.
Yes, yes. So, let me start with this just to get your preliminary comments on this very simple question. Is the special prosecutor being buffeted by corruption?
Let me say that I hope you know my position on fight against corruption. No one ever fights corruption and went scot-free. Once you start fighting corruption, you should be ready. Corruption will fight you back. And I think the special prosecutor should know this. Maybe, I don't know his background, where he has worked and his services in the public sector in particular. But being a lawyer, I'm sure he will have a bit of ideas about this. And it is normal. Corruption will never sit idle or aloof for you to fight it. No. The corrupt are very aggressive. They will use all means possible to fight you. So it is very normal. And I'll be surprised if the special prosecutor did not know this. Regrettable as it is, though. I'm not saying it is the right thing to do. But that is what it is all around the world. The corrupt fight back like nobody's business.
Well, we'll find out if that is actually what is happening to the special prosecutor in the examples he's giving us of what's happening to him with some of these court cases. Is it corruption that is fighting back, or is it something else? Daniel Domelevu will help us with that in just a moment. But first, experience the excellence and global recognition of a British education combined with the convenience and affordability at Lancaster University, Ghana. Expand your horizons and elevate your career prospects with a British degree delivered right to your doorstep. Apply now and embark on a transformative educational journey that will shape your future. Admissions are currently open for the January 2024 intake. If you want to know more, go to lancaster.edu.gh. You can also email admissions@lancaster.edu.gh or call 0302 218 989. You can also try 0209 607 008. Lancaster University, Ghana, the only British university campus in West Africa.
And the Ministry of Communications and Digitalization through the Cybersecurity Authority presents the Made in Global Conference on Cyber Capacity Building, GC3B 2023. The conference on the theme Cyber Resilience for Development brings together over 800 cybersecurity experts and high-level leaders from over 90 countries across the world to share insights, build networks, and shape the future of cybersecurity. Started yesterday, ends today at the Kempinski Hotel in Accra. It's co-organized by the Global Forum on Cyber Expertise, the Cyber Peace Institute, the World Bank, and the World Economic Forum, and is hosted by the Government of Ghana. Visit gc3b.org for more information.
Now, we all know that somebody who is more than just one thing. Take the shoemaker down the street, for instance. He doubles as a shop assistant at the corner store during the day and also plays football with the guys on the park in the evenings. And just like him, we are more than one thing. That's why ABSA provides banking solutions for the many sides of you. Whatever your need for the different sides of you, ABSA has the products and services that can help you get it all done. Join ABSA to get every kind of banking solution for every kind of you. Visit the nearest ABSA branch or absa.com.gh for more information.
Oh, thank God. Now, finally, the era of fake, counterfeit, and time-wasting installations is over. If you want easy and fast installation, or you want to avoid buying counterfeit cables, then Nexans Cable Metal Ghana Limited has launched 2 great innovations on their conduit cables. Okay, so there are new magic features. Go Easy and VG Check will answer all the questions of electricians, homeowners, contractors, and property developers. So with you in mind, Go Easy and VigiCheck will ensure that you're comfortable and have peace of mind, proper serenity after your installation. Go Easy, Echo Your. Contact Nexans Cable Metal on 0303 304 102 or 103. You can also try 2 more numbers, 0544 349 885, 0544 349 855, okay, or 0531 018 643. Nexans, we electrify the future. Electricity no get leg, it be Nexans Cable Metal Cable de carry am.
And save big this Christmas with fantastic discounts when you buy any appliance from Edric Limited, the Whirlpool people. Whirlpool has premium home appliances ranging from air conditioners, chest freezers, fridges, washing machines, dryers, gas cookers, microwave ovens, water dispensers, 4K smart LED television, and many more trusted brands from across the globe. Visit our showroom in La off the Osula Road at Chimota, Spinters, Bachona, Kumasi, and Hojo Roundabout, Takoradi near Market Circle, Tamale, Waterworks Road, Chogu. Now, times are difficult now, so don't just buy any appliance anywhere. Buy quality and save plenty cash this Christmas. Plus, free gifts and paralleled after-sale service is always guaranteed. Rush now or call us on 0302 77812628 or 0243 690034. Edric Whirlpool, still sensing the difference.
Beloved, the ICGC Holy Ghost Temple invites you to the end of year edition of the Spiritual Emphasis Program. This is from Monday the 11th of December to Friday the 15th at 6:30 p.m. each night. Ministering under the unction, Reverend Eastwood Anaba, President of the Eastwood Anaba Ministries, Reverend Dr. Robert Ampia Kofi, General Overseer of the Global Revival Ministries, and the host, Prophet Christopher Jawano, Senior Pastor of ICGC Holy Ghost Temple in Adenta. Don't miss these 5 nights of divine encounter with the Lord. Remember, it's from Monday the 11th to Friday the 15th of December at exactly 6:30 p.m. each night. The venue is the ICGC Holy Ghost Temple in Adenta, Fafraha, near the Fafraha Community Senior High School. Of course, for further inquiries, please call 0302 511 151 or find us on social media at Holy Ghost ICGC Holy Ghost Temple.
All right, our guest is Daniel Domelevo, and of course he needs no introduction. He used to be the Auditor General, Republic of Ghana, and he famously shook up the system with many of the laws that he implemented, because they already existed. He just implemented them and made quite a difference to the way in which we manage our public funds. Well, he famously said, when you fight corruption, corruption fights back. Is that what is happening to Kisi Ajabing, as he lists a number of instances that lead him to believe that the courts are stacking the odds against him in the fight against corruption? So, Mr. Domelevo, you said it, that, well, it's something that should be expected. It's not a good thing, but it's something that should be expected, that when you try to fight corruption, it will fight back. But you know, there are 2 sides to this. There are some who believe that that may not necessarily be the problem here, and that, you know, in court, you win some, you lose some. So should Kisi Ajabing really, as a special prosecutor, be concerned with, you know, complaining about what's not going his way, or should he buckle down and get the job done?
I think he should not complain at all, because I made the same point when I was in office. I said, anytime I was acting as Auditor General or doing my work as Auditor General, I was doing it to the best of my ability, and I thought I was doing the right thing. And I give the same benefit of the doubt to the court and other institutions. So I do my work as an auditor, and I expect the court also to do their work as the court. So if you go to court and you don't necessarily get what you want, it does not necessarily mean also that the court is ganging up against you. To be honest, he being a lawyer, I would have expected that some procedural issues may not beat him, or he may make sure that he dots all his I's and cross the T, because your opponents will be looking for anything, no matter how trivial, to be used against you. For instance, if you remember, I don't know whether you are going to come into the individual cases, but if you remember the Cecilia Daba's case where he seized items or cash and some other items and went to court late, I was asking myself, what occasion this? Because if the law says come within 2 days, you must necessarily go within 2 days, because you are enforcing the law and you cannot be breaching the law at the same time. You must make sure you are within the ambit of the law. Like Justice Efia told me that I cannot appropriate and reappropriate at the same time. So I understood it. So many times I feel sorry when he has to be thrown out or stopped because of procedural issues or issues which are clear in the law. So that is where some people, in fact, speaking to colleagues from yesterday, there are two sides of the coin. One group of people think that he's just throwing dust into our eyes, pretending he is fighting corruption, and he goes after the people, create loopholes so that the people can escape through it. Another school of thought, which I believe is that, well, he is doing his best, except that fighting corruption is dangerous and corruption will always fight back. Human as he is, he's a lawyer, all right, but human as he is, he will also make mistakes here and there. So if he is being corrected by the court, it should not be taken as maybe the court coming against it. It's a trite knowledge that our courts are not free of corruption anyway. That was a trite knowledge. I myself, my confidence level in the courts is very, very, very low. That notwithstanding, we have no other option than to go to the court. But that being the case, I would have expected that he makes sure that before taking up any case or doing something, he is within the four corners of the law. Because anytime he sidesteps the law, it will be used against him and he may feel frustrated. But I want to recommend that he should not be discouraged at all. Just as he has the confidence that he's doing his work, he should also trust others that they are doing their work unless they prove otherwise. Thank you.
Now, Mr. Domelevo, why is your confidence in the court very low?
Well, the courts have not shown me enough reason to prove that they are in for justice most of the times. You remember there were instances where in fact, just about 2 days ago, even I got a message from what do you call him, Mr. Esankuma. You know, there's a case, Wilberforce versus Attorney General, which has been pending even before the civil society went to court against the president, against the Attorney General in the president's directive to me. It is still pending. There are some very simple cases that the court just don't show any interest in them. And there are other cases that they are treated with so much despite. And I am not a legal person, but the law must make sense. Because you hear the ruling and you ask yourself, does this make sense? If that is the law, then I think we better change that law. And you find the confidence level, as far as I'm concerned, in the judiciary becoming low and low. Me, I prefer even dealing with the lower courts than the higher courts, where we should expect justice. Because you go to the Supreme Court and you don't know why the courts are deciding that way. Let me give you another example.
Okay.
If you remember the case in Crow and Associates, the Osafo case,
yes,
the questions referred to the Supreme Court was to determine whether the evidence which Mr. Osafo didn't present for audit were subject of judicial secret, national security or national interest, or it is not, and whether the issues of national security were excluded or exempt from audit. The Supreme Court finally dodged the question, set their own question by asking the Auditor General to go and verify the evidence, if you remember that. Yes. And when the President asked me to go on leave, the next day the acting Auditor General then, which they themselves says he was acting unconstitutionally, provided a report to say that he was satisfied. Here is someone whose position of occupation of the office as Auditor General was questioned or being questioned in front of you, and you accepted the verdict of the same person and used it. So at times I was like, this court is giving us a lot of cause to worry.
Now,
well, it may be appropriate in law, but it doesn't make sense to me.
So if your confidence in the courts is low, does it not support Mr. Kisi Jabin's frustration and belief that there is a system or there is something against the office of the Special Prosecutor?
I don't think so. Let me say that I generalize it, but there are exceptions. There are several situations in which you see the court has done the right thing. But what I said was a generalization. He may need to go a bit further for us to know whether the court has actually ganged up against him or not, especially when he's able to dot all the I's and cross all the T's, or tick all the boxes. I'm sure that he has no procedural issue. But I know the judges and the lawyers will tell you that procedure is very important. So I think this is a wake-up call for him. And I want to also advise him that he should know that it's going to be more. Now, I think this is the warming up stage. As he goes into holding people accountable, the fight.
I think our connection to Mr. Daniel
is going to be banging up yet.
Right. Can you hear us? I hope we've re-established the connection there.
Yes, I can hear you.
Wonderful. All right, we're talking to Daniel Domelevo. He used to be the Auditor General for the Republic of Ghana, and we're talking about the Office of the Special Prosecutor, the briefing that was held by that office yesterday, where the Special Prosecutor himself addressed the media, raising several concerns about his relationship, if you will, with the court system. He made a point, Mr. Domelevo. The Special Prosecutor made a point yesterday that if we lose the OSP, we lose the fight against corruption. Do you agree?
Not entirely correct, because there are several other angles or arms of fighting corruption. But the OSP, as it is now, plays a very, very important role. Said that his office, or he, needs all of us our support. And I'm very happy that he has started courting the media. I made two proposals when I was giving thanks when the president said I should go home. I said two things. One, you can't fight corruption alone. So you need to partner other people. And he must necessarily partner the civil society, the media, and others who are ready to work with him. Because if you go alone, it is just an impossible task. I made another statement to say that you can't fight corruption quietly. If you close your door or if you shut your door and you fight corruption, before we find you, you are rotting inside there. They will kill you. So it is good that he continuously engage the public, because his accountability is to the public, not to the executive or to the parliament or to the judiciary. I think when I was in office, my loyalty and accountability was to the Ghanaian public. There, and the medium through which you can get that done and done well is using the media. So you should befriend the media. You should be media friendly. Occasionally when they call him, he should come and specifically explain some things that he thinks we don't understand to us. When we understand what he is doing, then we can situate issues as they come. But at the moment, the information sharing is, well, I'm not judging him, but it's a bit scanty. So he should continuously engage the media. I don't say he should stop his work, but he should be more media friendly so that we can understand what is happening.
Now, Kissi Ajabing is quite frontal in his criticism of, the judiciary, and he says that he fully expects the judiciary to welcome criticism. But he's quite frontal in his accusations that they are not being fair to him. His predecessor, Martin Amidu, was also frontal in his criticism of the executive, claiming that they were making his job difficult, calling the president the mother serpent of corruption. I'm wondering, is the problem with the office, or are all the organs of government actually genuinely obstacles to the fight against corruption?
Well, I don't think the problem is with the office. The problem is when you fight corruption. It's about fight against corruption. Whoever thinks you are fighting him will look at how he or she will fight you back. So I can identify with the frustrations of both my senior Martin Amidu and my brother Kissi Ajabing. They should not take it personal. They are doing their work. They should do it to the best of their abilities. What the intentions of the executive or the judiciary is, they cannot control it. They have no control over that. You can't wish that everybody in the world is like you, or even everybody in your team is like you. No, we are different people. So as much as it's painful when you like to do the right thing for the nation, at times you find people abusing their offices against you. He should not give up. He should keep doing the good work that he is doing. But it is good that he is aware that there is some alleged orchestration against his office. This is where he must make sure that he builds a team which is very solid, which goes through everything and ensure that they tick all the boxes, so that they don't use procedural issues to stop him from doing his work. It can be frustrating when you hear him. When I heard him yesterday, I was like, oh, this is serious. But, and of course, especially when he is not being allowed to do the investigation, nobody knows what we will be stumbling on as discovering the next step of the investigation, and that is being stopped. But it is equally true that investigation can also be used to abuse other people's rights. I suffered that myself. When there was this, I don't know if you remember this allegation that I went and bought vehicles illegally, and
yes,
even the people who constituted the committee to do the whole thing, because there's what we call the entity tender committee, the members, including the chair, they were invited by Yoko. Yoko did not even reprimand any of them or needed any of them to be granted bail. Who they claimed that just because I was the institutional head, and by the law, if you read the Procurement Act, the head of entity is not on the tender committee of independent constitutional bodies. They said just by the fact that I was a head, I needed my driver to bail me before I could go home. And I found it ridiculous. As a result of which, I also had to go to court to restrain the Yoko. And there was a judgment, I think about 2 years ago, a year ago or 2 years ago, I think 2 years ago, by the High Court, who said they were operating unlawfully or illegally because it was not even within their mandate. So, if Kissi Ajabing would not like us to go to court, at times he may also sidestep his mandate. And how do we check that? We still have to go to the court and check it. That's why I am saying that he should operate under the premise or the assumption that he is doing the best that he can for this country, and also assumes that others are also doing their best for the country. That is how we can all coexist.
Right. We're having a conversation with Daniel Domelevo, former Auditor General of Ghana, and we're trying to analyze the situation, the predicament that Kesi Ajabin finds himself in as Special Prosecutor. Yes, it's a public office, and it comes with these difficulties. Okay, when we come back from these messages, a couple of things. What does all of this do to the reputation of the judiciary? Also, what is the way forward? Christians ask themselves a question. They say, what would Jesus do? WWJD. When we come back, WWDD. What would Domelevo do? Stay with us.
Are you hoping to start university this January? If you want a British degree from a world-class university at a fraction of the cost, then join Lancaster University Ghana right here in Accra. With a diverse student community, vibrant campus life, and up to 50% scholarship to support your study, Lancaster University Ghana provides you with a world-class education that creates endless possibilities globally. Don't miss this once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. Apply to join Lancaster University Ghana, where learners become leaders. Admissions are currently open for our January 2024 intake. Apply now for our foundation program. For more information, contact us on +233 030 221 8989 or send an email to admissions@lancaster.edu.gh. Lancaster University Ghana, the only British university campus in West Africa.
Are you tired of struggling with bad financial situations? At Quick Credit, we understand the difficulties that come with transitioning to a better one. That's why we're here to simplify the process for you. With loan facilities of 1,000 cedis and upwards, all you have to do is call and we will take care of the rest. All you need is your national ID, no savings, no collateral, no susu, no deposits, and no account opening required. Quick Credit has you covered. Whether you're expanding a business, starting a new one, facing an emergency like school fees or funeral expenses, or even just in need of a salary loan. Call Quick Credit today, 0302 200 390 or 059 692 0833. We do not give loans via the internet. Quick Credit is regulated and licensed by the Bank of Ghana. Terms and conditions apply. Quick Credit. Lending made simple.
Media Sambisanda mo. Eti emrati no. Mumu hwan pa na tumi hwe na mo bodompe mo mana yakono. Eye kwabna. Na mumu hwan so na tumi tasmale me ma yene nyina de. Eye kojo. Yampa. Enu kro. Kwabra tumi hwe na bodompe mo sense o yisu president eba. Ayede yan ban ne do braye. Bu si echi na mo ho ban na sem mana hoode ne. Sa ani na kudwo so yisu president chako. Na enu ne de e ma wo se wo ye kregen fita. Na watimi asiri bedwo ma na feel you. Ey kojo. Yeah. President Heba and a President Chaco. Afedie. You're gonna natural.
FDIJ Jadian Katuyatu.
There is something that drives you. The very thought of it fuels you. And even when the road gets rocky, you keep going. Just to get the results that matter. It could be about you. It could be the lives you touch. It could be about someone special or something dear to your heart. Such results leave a sweet lingering smile, a sense of fulfillment. That's why you work till late, yet rise with the sun. Yes, your drive knows no limit. Do it with Stanbic Bank, where we spur you on to get the results that matter.
Did someone say buy one, get one free? Oh yes, everything Samsung now double. Electroland Ghana Limited, your home of quality and affordable luxury, is giving you the chance to get a free Samsung gift when you purchase Samsung refrigerators, washing machines, and televisions. All you have to do is to visit any of our Electroland Ghana showrooms and dealerships nationwide and shop the double way. Remember, this offer is available while stocks last. Terms and conditions apply.
The luckiest. Luck is everywhere, for everyone, yeah. The luckiest.
Keep Start buying your luckiest ticket with star 712 hash as an individual, a group, an association, or even a community, and stand a chance of winning in the community draw or the ultimate draw on 23rd of December. Be the luckiest on star 712 hash and win millions. Ticket sale starts on October 4th, 2023, and draw date is on 23rd December 2023. Play responsibly, not for persons under 18 years. This promotion is regulated by the NLA on the Caritas platform. Win millions on star 712 hash.
The luckiest, you could be the luckiest.
Coffee in your cup and joy on the set. The Super Morning Show is always the best bet on Joy 99.7 FM.
It's the Super Morning Show on Joy. And look, this is an important thing. Since last night, everybody has been talking about the Special Prosecutor's press conference. He raises lots of issues about his relationship with the courts, where he is expected to ply his trade. I mean, it's not like he only goes there incidentally. That is where he works, literally, because he is to prosecute corruption cases. And he says that he's seen the development of a pattern, that the court is becoming an obstacle in his work. Well, Daniel Domelevo has been there in many ways, because he was the Auditor General of the Republic of Ghana, also expected to uphold the law and save us from corruption. Yes, he didn't have an easy task of it either. So today we're learning from his experience as we try to analyze what's happening to the office of the Special Prosecutor. Now, before the break, we heard from Mr. Domelevo, who said that, well, I mean, in his opinion, the courts, they haven't really proved that they are always in pursuit of justice. We're going to find out what that does to the reputation of our judicial system in a moment, and then we'll find out what he would do, as a public officer, if he were to find himself facing such obstacles. Send your text messages through. We'll share a bunch of them as soon as we can. Text messages on the Super Morning Show are brought to you by GCB Bank PLC, GCB Personal Loan. Make that big move and dream a reality.
And make that big move with GCB Personal Loan. GCB, your biggest and largest bank in Ghana, is offering GCB salaried account holders personal loans in less than 24 hours to fund your next big move. With GCB's Big Move Personal Loan promo, you can access up to a whopping 400,000 Ghana cedis at a significantly reduced interest rate with a 2-month repayment grace period. To meet your urgent financial obligations with a smile, it's time to make that big move, be it educational fee payment, buying a car, or building your dream home. GCB makes these dreams a reality and life easier for its customers, so let GCB lend you the needed support to make that big move to take care of those urgent personal needs. Visit any GCB branch or call 0800 422 422 for further enquiries. Terms and conditions apply. GCB, your bank for life.
Now, the Ghana Revenue Authority reminds all VAT NHIL, could you listen carefully, Get Fund Levy registered businesses that VAT NHIL Get Fund Levy and Communication Service Tax returns for October 2023 should be submitted on the VAT NHIL Get Fund Levy and CST returns form not later than today. It's 8 minutes past 9. Today, Thursday, the 30th of November 2023, which is the last working day of the month. File your VAT, NHIL, Get Fund Levy, and CST returns early and avoid payment of penalties. For the penalties related to VAT, NHIL, the penalty is 500 cedis and a further penalty of 10 Ghana cedi for each day the return is not submitted. For those on CST, CST operators should note, late filing of returns attracts a pecuniary penalty of 2,000 Ghana cedis and a further penalty of 500 Ghana cedi for each day the return is not submitted. We encourage taxpayers to file their returns online, that's via the taxpayersportal.com, and also to note that in line with the GRA cashless policy, both check and cash payments should be made at any of the 23 designated banks on the Ghana.gov platform or via USSD code *222#. Remember to submit the October 2023 returns not later than Thursday, 30th November 2023, which is the last working day, and I'm talking about today, to avoid paying the penalties. People are going to pay penalties by all means. Kindly get in touch with us by these emails, info@gra.gov.gh or by WhatsApp 055-299-0000 and 020-063-1663. This is from the Commissioner General of the Ghana Revenue Authority.
We thank him kindly. All right, let's get back to our conversation. Daniel Domolevo joins us as we get into this. But before that, it's been 25 years of ensuring investor protection. The Securities and Exchange Commission, SEC of Ghana, is grateful to all stakeholders. The SEC is thrilled to announce, in commemoration of its Silver Jubilee, the Ghana Capital Market Conference, GACMAC. Wow. That's a mouthful. It's happening on the 30th of November from 8 a.m. under the theme Deepening and Diversifying Ghana's Market Towards a More Resilient Financial System. The conference will bring together indigenous and international financial market leaders, policymakers, capital market operators, and industry think tanks. Key players and industry enthusiasts, all under one roof to discuss the future of Ghana's financial markets. The highlight of the event will be the launch of the SEC's 5-year strategic plan. The conference is free, and interested participants can attend by registering on sec.gov.gh/conference. Okay, this is the only way to attend. You must register at sec.gov.gh/conference or connect to them on social media. They are at SEC Ghana. You can register there as well, or just call 0302 768 970 971 or 972. There are limited seats available. Be part of this convergence of experience, expertise, and groundbreaking insights. Securities and Exchange Commission, ensuring investor protection. All right, now let's ensure the protection of the fight against corruption. Our conversation is with Daniel Domolevo this morning, and we're analyzing the OSP's concerns about his relationship with the court. Mr. Domolevo, you've talked about your own views of the court and their commitment to the administration of justice. But let's talk about the reputation of the court in general, amongst Ghanaians. Afrobarometer says that, confidence in the court system is at an all-time low. Former President Mahama says that appointments into the court system are partisan, and that the courts and that judges are not balanced. Now the OSP is, casting questions about the court's commitment to the fight against corruption. What is this doing to the reputation of our judicial system, and how does that affect not just the fight against corruption, but the rule of law in daily life in Ghana?
Well, in my considered opinion, it doesn't reflect positively on the image of the judiciary, because some of us are not lawyers, so they can pardon us, as the office of the president used to say. We think when you go to court, you must be looking for justice, not just technicalities. So when the law is becoming too technical, also in the words of the National Security Minister, interpreted in one way, said that others can think that no, the judiciary is always for one side of the coin. I don't think it augurs very well for them. Let me tell you something very interesting which happened to me. When the judgment in the case of the Civil Society Vice Attorney General on my unconstitutional leave came, I said, thank God, at least I'm vindicated, and I was happy justice delayed, justice denied, but I don't mind what time the justice came. Later on, I got a copy of the judgment itself and read it. And I said, these guys. So they were thinking about themselves. If you read the judgment, you see that they were worried that if they did not protect me, a time will come when they themselves will also be sent on the same type of leave or be removed from office. So they were thinking about themselves and not about the case. You read the judgment. When the day I read it, I said, oh my God, these guys. So you stated, in fact, they even mentioned that the Chief Justice may be asked to go on leave. The electoral commissioner may be asked to go on leave. So that is what informed them. So they saw their own office under threat. That's why they were deciding that way. And then that now make me to say that, oh, okay, no wonder they delayed the judgment. So it was not about me. They delayed it to a point where they realized that, well, as for me, my right is gone. It's long gone. There is nothing I can do. I can't come back because I'm on pension. So now they have to use that opportunity to protect themselves. So if this is the case, then it doesn't help the judiciary. I am not saying that they are wrong. They are wrong every time they take their decisions. But like Honorable Kandapa said, the decisions must be said that we can say that, oh, this one we agree. And if we normally agree with them, and there are some that we don't agree with, we can give them the benefit of the doubt. That maybe it is professional, it is technical, we didn't understand it. But when it is a common sense issue, and even we think it doesn't pass the test of common sense, then we wonder how a professional it becomes in the future. It affects the fight against corruption seriously because, mind you, like I said earlier on, once you start fighting corruption, corruption will fight you. And the ultimate place that you go when you are fighting corruption is the court. And if you are not sure that the court is going to do the right thing or going to support what is right, then it becomes a problem. But that should not deter anyone.
Right, we must apologize for the choppy connection we have to Mr. Domolevu. We're working to clean it up so that we can have uninterrupted communication with him. Currently, I think we've been frozen out of that connection. We're working on it. Mr. Domolevu, I wonder if you can hear us now.
Yes, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Yes, we can. We got the gist of your submission there. Unless you wanted to add to it.
No, I think I'll stop here.
All right, fabulous. Well, that leaves just the one question. You know, of course, it's a public office in which Mr. Kisi Ajabing is serving, and there are others. This could be a cautionary tale for all of those whose office requires them to combat corruption. So, what would you do if you found yourself in a situation where the law courts appear to be the obstacle in your bid to fight corruption? What would you do? You say he shouldn't complain, but what should he do?
Well, what he should do is he should fight on, because I don't believe also that all the judges are corrupt. I don't believe that even if there's a ganging up, all the judges in our courts will agree to do what is wrong. So he should continue. Even if he wins one case for us, it is good enough. So to me, those who are advising that he should resign, I think I disagree. He himself said he is Ankwanoma. He has sacrificed his life. Also made me cry about for the. So what do you cry about for the? Yeah, continue fight. Continue fighting. Continue fighting till you bring the fight to an end. And when your time reaches, then you go. So I will advise him that he should be resolute in his fight against the corruption, but he should take time to ensure that he's operating within the ambit of the law, because he should know. I think he's a lawyer, so he should know this better. Anytime he steps the boundaries of the law, it will be used heavily against him. So my advice to him is that he should remain in office. He should calm down. He shouldn't be worried. He should, as I said earlier on, court the media, the civil society, bring people on board, form partnership. People think that when you link up or collaborate with other people, it means you are no more independent. I disagree. I don't think that's the meaning of independence. You can still collaborate with people and do your work as expected of you. So as for resignation or giving up the fight, I advise that he should not do that. You should continue fighting. At the end of the day, the right will prevail against the wrong.
I think that is a very poignant point on which we can wrap up our conversation. We want to thank you profusely, Mr. Daniel Domelevo, for spending your morning with us. We appreciate your insights.
Thank you very much.
Coffee in your cup and joy on the set. The Super Morning Show is always the best bet on Joy 99.7 FM.
The luckiest. Luck is everywhere for everyone. Yeah. The luckiest.
Keep buying your luckiest ticket with star 712 hash as an individual, a group, an association, or even a community, and stand a chance of winning in the community draw or the ultimate draw on 23rd of December. Be the luckiest on star 712 hash and win millions. Ticket sale starts on October 4th, 2023, and draw date is on 23rd December 2023. Play responsibly, not for persons under 18 years. This promotion is regulated by the NLA on the Caritas platform. Win millions on star 712 hash.
The luckiest. You could be the luckiest.
In life, choice is good, but choice plus safety is way better. Your safety and comfort is paramount. Under the cylinder recirculation model, you can buy LPG in a safe environment. All cylinders are inspected and maintained to the best safety standards, so your safety is assured. Just take your empty cylinder to the nearest exchange point and swap it for a filled cylinder. Different cylinder sizes will be available to meet your pocket size. Imagine cooking in a smoke-free environment. This will improve the health and well-being of you and your family. Choose LPG in a safer model of distribution. Cylinder recirculation model. Securing your safety. Creating more jobs. A message from the National Petroleum Authority under the patronage of the Ministry of Energy.
Did someone say buy one, get one free? Oh yes! Everything now double. Electroland Ghana Limited, your home of quality and affordable luxury, is giving you the chance to get a free gift when you purchase refrigerators, washing machines, gas cookers, television sets, microwaves, and many more from brands like Samsung, TCL, Media, and NASCO. All you have to do is to visit any of our Electroland Ghana showrooms and dealerships nationwide and shop the double way. Remember, this offer is available while stocks last.
Introducing Pick 4 from Game Park Games, the easiest lottery to play and win. Pick 4 numbers from 0 to 9 up to 3 times a day to become one of our daily winners. More moolah, more power. Play online at www.gameparkgames.com or dial star 946 hash to play. Game Park Games is regulated by the National Lottery Authority, not for persons under 18. Play responsibly. Pick 4 from Game Park Games. More moolah, more power.
Hey, close up. Ever fresh air, ever fresh air. Ever fresh air, ever close up.
All new Close Up Everfresh. Wait, Charlie, what's new? It now has a triple fresh formula that cleans, protects, and cools. Thanks to a powerful combination of 1, a purifying gel, 2, an antibacterial mouthwash formula, 3, ice cool crystals that cleans, fights up to 99% bacteria, and intensely cools. Fresh breath keeps you protected and fresh long after brushing. Close Up Triple Fresh formula cleans, protects, and cools. Close Up Everfresh. Grab yours now.
This advert is FDA approved.
It's the most action-packed breakfast show in town. The hottest music, the best giveaways, the great interviews, and all the laughter and fun you can imagine. Don't miss the Super Morning Show on Joy 99.7 FM. It's the best breakfast show in town.
the regulator, what is the regulator saying? Because I've not heard from them. If they have not given them the go ahead, I don't think they will start doing what they are doing. So the laws are not being respected. It's like right now, everybody can do whatever they want to do, and we the citizens are the ones suffering. So since we Ghanaians, we are used to suffering, let us suffer in quietude.
Suffer in quietude. Selom's suggestion. Eric is in Accra. Hi, Eric. Good morning.
Yes, good morning. Eric, what is the name? I'm so grateful you are entering into discussions like this, and I'm glad you mentioned some other service providers as well, fuel and all the rest. It is time we put the parking brake on some of these things that limited liability companies do in that part of the world, and our regulators should be up and doing in this matter. I think this is the time that the regulators of the data and the airspace look at the customer journey from consumer to consumption. There's so much already going on in the electronic money area. Now it is the call credit and the data bundle time. Somebody must give us explanation as to what we're doing at this time, the way things are going. I'm trying to prevent myself from perhaps agreeing with you about the monopoly thing you mentioned. But if that is the case, then our regulators should really come up to give us some explanation as to the reason things are going on like this. It's becoming one too many, particularly for MTN. And it's like one of the, what they do is, they throw it out there. If we accept it, hook, line, and sinker, then bam, it goes for it works for them. But if it doesn't, then they pull back. It happens for too many times. I think this time round, the regulators, whether MPA, whichever, will rise up to the occasion this time round.
Thank you, Eric. Thanks for sharing your thoughts. Let's go across to Hachu. Hello, Dominic.
Hello, Kojo.
My brother, what's the situation?
Kojo, what's happening in this country? Is there a way that we can bring the election earlier? Because, Kojo, is Ghana a communist state? I don't get what's going on. You wake up, then you want to ban right. Because probably you like your right in a certain way or something. I don't know. You want to ban rice. Kojo, in Ghana right now, can you grow basmati rice here? It's not possible. You bring a list, a full list of things that you want to reduce imports on. And then I see, what's the name? Female hair in it. When you ban the hair that the women like, how are they going to generate that hair? Are you going to inject them with some vaccine and they'll start generating the Indian hair they like or what? So if you are now a communist state, they should be clear. Because the things they are doing, it doesn't make sense. Now you want to regulate data too. You want to tell somebody what they can buy on data. It is normal. Kojo, last question. Can I go to the right to information people and ask if I can see the medical health of the leaders?
Wow. Okay. That's an interesting question there. Dominic wants to know if he can inquire about the medical health of our leaders. Okay. Wonder where he's going with that one. Ben is in Kanda. Hi, Ben.
Hello, Kojo. Good morning.
Good morning.
Well, very, very unfortunate. Just yesterday in my office that we were talking about data, and I discovered this increment just yesterday. The 100% increment is so ridiculous. This thing happened, was it early this year or just late last year, when the same over 100% increment was done. When I particularly called MTN call numbers a couple of times, different respondents confirmed that it was an order from MTA. That because MTN seems to be monopolizing the market, they have to do some of those things so that the other ones too will have some market. This time round, it is the same thing. Let nobody think that it is MTN that wants to do something like that. They may, of course, but this is coming from the NCA, and it is because that is what they think they can do to regulate the system, which is so abhorring. What kind of people are we? What kind of people are we? This is so bad. I buy data today, tomorrow I have to spend the double of that amount for a lesser quantity. Does this make sense? It doesn't make sense. And you see, the whole thing is that, of course, NCA executives, don't they have shares in these companies? They do. It may be an allegation, but that is the truth. If you say that MTN should increase their prices for this reason, you are making more money for MTN, and you are taking the money from the consumers. What sense does it make? Jesus Christ. I think I'll end it here.
Well, thank you, Dominic. Thank you, Ben, from Kanda. And there's a lot to unpack there. He does make that interesting point about the role of the regulator. Of course, let's not forget, because MTN is what they call a significant market power, right? SMP. Yeah. So there are certain regulations that apply to them, especially when it comes to pricing. They are not allowed to reduce their prices below a certain threshold. In fact, they cannot be cheaper than their competitors. So every time their competitor increases his prices, they have to do the same. And this is a bid to control their market share by the regulator so that they don't have a monopoly. Well, is it working? That's a question to answer. Let's talk to our second Selom of the morning. He's in Dansuman. Hi, Selom.
Bobo.
Hey, Bobo, to you too. Charlie, what's up?
It's not working, no, it's not working. But the question is same boat in this country? I'm not sure it's in this country, right? Of late, everything. So what kind of life are they expecting us to live in this country? Data, TNT, electricity, water. In fact, we have explained and we are tired. We explain tired. It's just too much. It's just too much. Why? As we are speaking, next week they will bring different thing again, and we'll still be talking of it, and it will not end anywhere. My brother, enjoy your day.
Enjoy yours too, Selom. Ah, goodness. Anyway, Selom is our last caller for now. Thanks to all of you who called us. We appreciate your insights. And this conversation, of course, it's bringing up real issues about how we regulate the telco space, right? And look, at some point, will it simply become beyond our affordability to stay connected?
Yes, obviously. And in all fairness, this is a terrible time for anybody to do this. And the MC, I don't know whose interest they are pushing in this direction, but certainly not the interest of the ordinary people of this country. It doesn't make sense for you to say I should suffer because you want to reach a certain level of parity within the space when it comes to it. Doesn't make sense. And if NCA understands what inflation is doing to our pockets and the impact that our current hardship is going on, you do not add on to that. You get people angry needlessly over your conduct, and it's almost as if the target Ken Ofori-Atta set for himself to reach inflation 15%. Various ministries and other departments are deliberately working to actually offset that or destroy that or go against him in pursuit of that. It's as if they are in cahoots to make lives of the people more difficult and make the normal things that we have come to know and understand more dangerous for us to do now. Now, people are worried. I heard people talking about they not being able to watch status again, status on WhatsApp and other things. There are some people I know that I don't want to mention their names. Every slice second, they are putting off their data. Even in the previous, rate. Now, they'll put it off for the hours. They certainly be cut off from the world, and many people, would only send you WhatsApp message. Yeah. So if your data is off, how would you receive such a message? They may not even be able to call you entirely. No, we need to be serious about this kind of things and stop this, the kind of policy and decision making that does not reflect anywhere, that's not based on any science. That's just a couple of people sitting in some corner and believing that they have actually made decision for all of us.
So Africa World Airlines is thrilled to celebrate 10 years of customer loyalty on our Lagos route. To join us in celebrating this milestone, seize the opportunity to book your tickets for as low as $164, one-way tax included. Head to our website or download our mobile app to secure your seats now and take advantage of this incredible offer. Thank you for continuously choosing Africa World Airlines for all your travel needs. Africa World Airlines, touching Africa, touching the world.
Now, for huge discounts and free gifts, you need to visit Electroland showrooms and authorized dealers shops. They have wonderful shops all over the country for all your needs in households, electricals, and also electronic goods. Wherever you live, there is an Electroland showroom or a dealer shop that's very close to you. Just look out for Samsung, the Media, the TCL, and also the NASCO sign. If you see the sign, you are sure that your search is over. For further information, do call 0503-159739 or visit electrolandgh.com. Electroland is your home of luxury and affordable electronics.
All right, more after these.
Speed, roll it.
Refrigerators, washing machines, and televisions. All you have to do is to visit any of our Electroland Ghana showrooms and dealerships nationwide and shop the double way. Remember, this offer is available while stocks last. Terms and conditions apply.
Introducing Pick 4 from Game Park Games, the easiest lottery to play and win. Pick 4 numbers from 0 to 9 up to 3 times a day to become one of our daily winners. More moolah, more power. Play online at www.gameparkgames.com or dial *946# to play. Game Park Games is regulated by the National Lottery Authority, not for persons under 18. Play responsibly. Pick 4 from Game Park Games. More moolah, more power.
It's the most action-packed breakfast show in town. The hottest music, the best giveaways, the great interviews, and all the laughter and fun you can imagine. Don't miss the Super Morning Show on Joy 99.7 FM. It's the best breakfast show in town.
Yeah, African Mind Original. Gary soakings for breakfast, noodles for supper. Gotta eat proper.
Conversation before we're out of here. Now, did you know that MTN Momo now has an app? Yeah, MTN Momo has a brand new app specially designed to make your Momo experience easier, convenient, and faster. Just download the Momo app on Play Store or App Store on your smartphone and look out for the blue and yellow icon. It's that simple. Momo app allows you to view your statements, pay bills, and so much more. Use the app for your Momo transactions and enjoy a 100% bonus when you recharge using the Momo app. So go on, download the Momo app now and start transacting with a flex at no data cost. Very important. Just Momo it everywhere you go.
You were trying to hint at the fact that tomorrow the original Legon is inviting Cape Coast Legon, Kumasi Legon, and of course others across the country.
When you say Cape Coast Legon, what are you talking about?
The Legon in Cape Coast.
What you are saying is that the University of Ghana is hoping that they can be mentioned in the same breath as UCC after such an important event as what you are doing tomorrow.
In all fairness,
yes.
The idea is that tomorrow the Premier University is gathering all alumni across the country.
And the best university in West Africa.
West
Africa, very crucial.
So they are gathering other.
That's UCC.
That's University of Cape Coast.
Yes. Even if you went to a Mashoub University, you are invited. Wherever. To perhaps the biggest gathering of alumni, wonderful people, wonderful greatness, but it's for the improvement of your health. When was the last time you did anything like the what do you call that test? No, the test.
Why are you holding your?
Why are you dancing like Michael Jackson?
The one, the test.
Say
no, what's the name of that thing?
Prostate.
Oh, I forgot it.
Is that what you are?
Yes,
you are miming with that Michael Jackson dance.
The prostate test. When was that time we did one?
It's been some time, but you don't. Now it's a blood test. Did you know that?
Yes. So you go and do so.
Blood test.
So what will make a man? A full-grown man kill his father and marry his own mother. A mental struggle, a terrible temper, or a profound character flaw. Is it true that we are nothing but pencils in the hands of the maker? Do we ever really have a say in the fate of destinies designed for us by the powers? Unravel the mystery behind the biggest play in the history of Africa, African theatre, as Image Bureau, in partnership with April Communications and the National Theatre, present Olaro Timi's theatrical masterpiece. I have to go and watch this one, Charlie. I read the book, but the gods are not to blame. Yes, this epic tale of Odewale, aka Kojo Jansen, goes live on Saturday the 2nd and the 3rd, or Sunday the 3rd of December 2 at the National Theatre. So this Saturday and Sunday. The two shows are for 4 p.m. and 8 p.m. Let's not get it wrong. This Saturday and Sunday, we are talking about 4 p.m. and 8 p.m. each day. On stage, David Donto, Fred Amugi, Maoli Semevo, Andrew Tando Adote, Na Shoko, and Nisreen Na Shoko. Winston. Nisreen Na Shoko. And a whole lot more. Tickets are selling now for 150 CDs at Nalem stores and Airport Shell, Starbites, Pinkberry, and Frankie's in Osu. Also available at imagebureaugh.com or just dial star 711 star 11 star 25 hash. Supported by Joy FM, the Daily Guide, the Graphic News Plus, the Ghana Tourism Authority, the Knee Plant Car Rentals, McPhillis Foods, Awake Natural Mineral Water, IPMC. Directed by George Quay and proudly brought to you by Stanbic Bank and Ebony Condoms. Yes.
Speaking of Ebony Condoms, let me read something to you. Let me read something to you. The accommodation or the rent for 2 years for the respondent, the purchase of a car for the respondent, to pay the respondent a monthly allowance, and other things that were allegedly promised to the respondent were done for the purpose of enabling her to receive the visits of the applicant whose mistress she was, and to commit fornication with him. Indeed, I do not think that it makes any difference whether the respondent is a commercial sex worker or a common prostitute, or whether she is merely the mistress of one man. The accommodation that is allegedly being promised, or its rent payment to be provided for 2 years by the applicant, is for the purpose of committing the sin of fornication, and such is immoral. I'm reading from the side chick court case judgment.
So tomorrow, the work is happening.
Yes, the Alumni Connect.
All universities of Ghana.
Yes, this is the biggest gathering of universities in the Republic of Ghana. Alumni from the various universities by the premier university. You know, the mother is calling all the children, and yes, to come together,
the young to
connect properly.
The young have grown. They outgrown their mother.
No, how is that possible? Yes.
Anyway,
so this is the biggest work event of the year. You meet alumni from every relevant university.
I'd love to.
They will not only be connecting, there will be health reviews for you. We're talking about the PSA test, right? The other important tests that will also be carried out. You young men that are now growing, that don't check the thing, and now it becomes a problem for you subsequently. You also get all of that review. Come eat, dance with your own. You know, tomorrow is a holiday. 6 a.m. is when the walk starts. Come and walk. Don't just wait for the full part. Walk so that exercise. Then you can lose some and eat some to refill that. And this is a wonderful thing that's
Raymond,
supposed to
hold on.
continue.
You eat some, you lose some.
And
eat some
to fill.
Work done, zero.
No, because you'd have eaten anyway.
Yes, that have
so
increased
you lost something.
Yes,
very important.
I agree with you perfectly.
It's a distortion of the law.
Yes. So you're not only networking. It's going to be one for health and wellness too. It's also going to be one that will take care of other performances. I mean, cultural performance and all of that. And the other benefits you should know about is increase engagement and support for our schools. That's important.
Very important.
We are getting the alumni when some people come buy solar panels for their schools, we are getting the alumni to understand that it is your responsibility also to make sure that your school gets the support they need. Some people spend all their money buying bakers and doing convoy work. That's not the most important. It's how you impact society. Go and set up a chair in your former school. Improve research. Elsewhere, the schools we are proud of elsewhere, it's because of research and other things.
Raymond, you said tomorrow starts at 6 a.m.
6 a.m.
Where's the venue?
University of Ghana, the Alumni Center.
Okay.
Yes,
from there, where would we go to?
Wonderful place. You'll be directed to where you wonderfully sit and enjoy yourself subsequently.
So everything will be there.
Everything.
After the walk.
Oh, yeah.
Boys will be happy.
Yeah, you'll be very excited.
Things will not act things.
Oh, wonderful things will happen. This is the reason why Kojayans will not come to work tomorrow morning.
Well, I would have loved to work with Kojayanson.
Oh, no.
Brisk walking.
No, he can't do that.
But
no, we know some of you are, quite slow, so we'll determine the rate for each one.
Okay,
yes.
So
those are the back.
You'll be jaywalking.
Yes.
Personal attacks.
Anyway, folks, I'm sure I'd love to be there, but tomorrow I have to be at work so that you guys will be on holiday.
No, we are preparing.
Oh, don't worry.
We are doing service.
As we have agreed, what it means is that after the Christmas break, the next holiday, the two of you will work. That's how the world works. It's normal.
Well,
radio, everybody has heard it. Anyway, on that note,
on that note, we say a big thank you for listening. We love you so much. Keep listening to Joy. The Super Morning Show returns tomorrow with Winston, and of course,
Mama V also
and Mama V.
On that note, yes, Raymond, have a lovely weekend. See you in Japa.
Yes.
All right, we'll see you next week live from Japa. Okay, that's a special surprise for you. But stay tuned to Joy for the duration. My name is Kojo Youngson. I'm the morning man. Have a fantastic